Roll the tape, he said. Okay, well. I'm so tired. Welcome. Hey, kids. Welcome back. Episode number 82 of My Cup of Tea. We got a great one going on for you guys today. Joining us today, we have Evan.
Glad to be here. I'm excited. It's been a while since we did a P episode. This is a big trailer one. They decided to drop a lot of trailers last week because of the Brazil Comic-Con Expo, whatever it's called.
Is this the mid-year Super Bowl?
Basically. And
what is it? CCXP or
sure?
something?
Yeah, it's a Brazil Comic-Con, I think.
Yeah, cinema.
Okay.
Cinema, Brazil, XP, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, it's always a great time of the year because it's fall season, so we're getting good movies, but also we're getting good trailers because there's a lot of big movies for next year too. So I'm excited for all the big trailers to watch today.
Let's join us, our master play button, Carson.
Yeah, Nathan made me a playlist this time. I got to do significantly, like 25% less clicks. That's today's sponsor. I don't know.
Disable the autoplay.
But yeah, excited to break down these trailers and review Glass Onion and some other stuff that we watched around and about November/December now, which is insane. But yeah, lots to talk about.
Very excited to be doing so. Also, for the utmost quality, I've only cherry-picked the finest official uploads of these trailers.
Gosh, how dare you? You know what? The Indiana Jones compression is shit.
Is it?
I don't know if you guys noticed that.
What do you mean?
I'm about to watch through a stream.
Compression?
I didn't know. I thought
Like there's a lot of low light stuff in the trailer, and like it's just like doesn't look good on like Twitter or YouTube compression.
We need them to
Compared to what?
Just compared, like YouTube's 1080p compression is just like horrible for trailers, and I just really noticed it for that trailer for some reason.
Huh.
Maybe they can pop it on Disney Plus.
Looks like we got ourselves a snob, Nathan.
I mean, I get what he said when you look into it, but I mean, on the surface, I'm fine. I grew up on DVDs and VHS.
I didn't notice.
I still have some. Most of my
Meanwhile,
stuff I have back.
if everyone could just release their trailer on Vimeo like Matt Reeves did, I'd be happy. But
Nobody has Vimeo.
well, the directors can link to it, and then we can all go watch for our viewing pleasure.
Vimeo used to be the backup for a lot of YouTubers.
Yeah.
Back in 2008.
2015.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adpocalypse.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. What a time.
So we're just gonna
What are we
twiddle
doing,
our thumbs,
Nathan?
play Uno.
You're sharing the screen.
What? I didn't know if we're reviewing first, if we're doing
Oh,
this,
we're
if
doing
we're
trailers
doing...
first and then review.
We have to see the coming attractions before our feature presentation.
Oh my god. You can build it up.
But what trailer do you want to do first is the question.
Whatever's on this.
Well, it's
on
set in the
playlist.
playlist. Just
Oh, you want in specific order?
I set them. Yeah, let's just let it play.
Okay, here. Okay.
Let the sushi roll, one could say.
We'll just go by surprise.
Yeah, the audience would be surprised, not so much us. I forget the order, but I think I remember the first one. We'll see.
How dare you put Mario first?
There we go.
I was going by
Release date.
Oh God.
ideally best for last in the Magic.
Oh, Mario, you said best for last? Oh, you think you ranking these trailers, motherfucker?
No, I'm going by whimsy.
Whimsy. Okay, that works.
Okay, ready, everybody.
Oh, wait, should we take off the background music?
I was about to say, let me do. God, it's such a long fucking scroll on the brand. Stop it. Go away. All right, good night. There we go.
Good night.
Super Mario Galaxy. Did you get it off?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
hear it, Carson?
Yeah, you didn't give me the go.
Three, two,
let's
one,
go.
Oh, jeez. At least they didn't do the whole trailer before a trailer for this.
It's Transformers, I was there.
I don't know. Mario.
Someone told me this was a Smash Brothers level.
So we're in the Donkey Kong Kingdom here.
It looks
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Ooh, ouch.
Got him.
Smash Bros. Movie.
You can take a lot of punches there.
But I'm about to
Jack Black is so good as Bowser.
I know. I love his voice already.
Yay! But there's one
And I love how Charlie Day doesn't have to change his voice that much for Luigi. Ooh, that hurts. Oh my god.
You think
Fuck.
I know every human being with a mustache wearing
Plumber
an
Mario,
identical
that's
outfit
cool.
with a hat with the letter of his first name on it?
Because they
Because I
don't.
don't.
I feel that in my
Bowser
veins.
is coming.
Anya!
Ah, shit.
Together, we are going to stop that monster.
How? Look at us. We're adorable.
We ever screwed.
Practice is great.
I love there's like a level like within the
I'm usually
like, I
not
didn't
Disney
know-
Mario Maker.
like I didn't know it was gonna like
Yeah.
incorporate that kind of thing. You know?
Me neither, yeah. I'm not usually a fan of training sequences, but this one looks a bit more fun.
Hey!
And all these
Cool.
power sets. I love
Yeah, I'm
them.
like, oh, this is Super Mario Galaxy all over again.
Yeah.
With a lot of galaxies.
Yoshi's!
A lot of galaxies.
They're
Smash Bros.
all
confirmed?
counting on us.
Probably.
This is cool.
Some
It's like the Bifrost, but like Mario.
Exactly. Mario
And I'm
Kart,
so stoked that they included Mario Kart.
that
stuff.
surprised
That's
me.
amazing. This movie's making $1 billion.
Oh, easily. I see Donkey Kong.
He said the thing.
He did it. This man is doing the Brooklyn accent, but all the Italian lingo.
What do you guys think of the rumor? Like people say his voice can get more and more like Mario as the movie goes on. Do you believe
That's
that?
interesting. I haven't heard that.
I heard that on the Twit space.
That would be fascinating.
That'd be fascinating. That'd be interesting. But either way,
Everyone walks out. He did it.
he did it. Either way, when it comes to voice acting, I'll get used to it whether I like it or not. But within the first 5 minutes, I wouldn't really care. But overall, the animation, of course, looks great. But I was really surprised by like the world building in this. Like we see a lot more worlds.
I was worried because the first teaser is just like one scene. I'm like, oh god, they don't want to show like anything. But this like has a ton of stuff in it, and I'm like, okay, I kind of get the sense of adventure now.
Yeah, there's a huge sense of adventure. They tease a lot, like I mentioned, the galaxies. And people are like, oh, can we ever get a Super Mario Galaxy in the future? Which I think, not Galaxy, but Super Smash Brothers in the future, which I think is nigh impossible.
Nice.
Because of the
Nary.
because of the rights and everything. Like Paramount's doing the Sonic movies these days.
Right.
So we can get that. Pokemon, I think, is I don't know what studios that's for.
Was
Warner
WB,
Brothers
but-
did
Warner Brothers
Detective
did
Pikachu.
so I don't know if they have rights or it's just like free reign. I have no idea. But Zelda though is still something like there's always been a rumored anime for Zelda, which I would love.
Yeah,
I love those
yeah.
games. But yeah, this movie is shaping up very well. Like the lore is like they're tapped into the lore. With all the powers, the kingdom. We saw a Mushroom Kingdom. We saw the Koopa World, of course. There was a map that they showed during this trailer as well, which looked very interesting.
Rainbow
Just
Road,
a lot of potential. Yeah, Rainbow Road.
Tanuki suit.
Um,
The montage, the training montage, gives me big Mario Maker vibes.
what are you looking for,
Totally.
Carson?
Oh, you said there was a map.
Oh yeah, it's when she's like showing him stuff. I don't know
About to rule
when.
the world.
Rule the world.
Do you think I know?
I don't know what you know.
To stop that monster.
How? Look at us.
I was here.
We're
I
adorable.
thought it was somewhere around there too.
No problem.
Yeah, it's probably after the training.
Get it up, get it up.
After this, I think.
There's a huge universe out there. With a lot of galaxies.
Maybe it's not a map.
Maybe somewhere else in the
Counting
trailer.
on us.
Either way, yeah, there's a lot more. Like we're gonna see a lot of like the Mario worlds in this. A lot of the
Yeah.
different islands and stuff like that. As Bowser continues to dominate everything.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what that final fight looks like. That's gonna be very fun.
Yeah.
We see him getting pummeled by Donkey Kong in the beginning. So
Need the clown copter for Bowser
Oh,
to ride in. My favorite Mario game I played has been the original Super Mario World on SNES. I'm from the 80s.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's God, I love it a lot. Also, I'm amazed that this movie's releasing in IMAX, so I'm there.
is this a weekend of celebration?
I think
Yes.
April?
April.
let's all go to Orlando instead and watch this. Next we can just like let it play into the next one.
Are they gonna force people to do 3D IMAX? Because I heard it. Movie's doing
Oh.
that, which is pretty
No,
stupid.
fuck your pre-trailer.
Jump 5
Yeah.
seconds. There you go. Well, all right. Here we go.
This
So that was-
this trailer reminds me of like the most trailer that ever trailered. Like
Oh, yeah.
like
The
it's got
most
like
trailer
that
that ever
ominous
trailered. Wow.
like this shit. Like drone
in
shot.
the world, yeah.
New for a million of year.
Millions of years,
The Zodiac Killer was
New York shot.
our world has transformed.
now a new power.
Something else has awakened. Never felt it.
Apes together, strong.
Strong.
Love the sound.
Even though this is a gorilla, not an ape.
Stand down. I'm not the one to fear, Prime. There is a darkness coming.
Is that Ramos and Thorn there?
What years does it take
Yeah.
place? Where
Yeah,
in
is it a
Bumblebee is
prequel?
this?
We're in the 90s,
Are we?
1994.
Yeah.
Nice. Is Haley Steinfeld coming back?
She'd be a lot older than this one. Bumblebee 80s, right?
Bumblebee was
What if they do like the whole Fox X-Men where they do like every 10 years?
Let's go. The
I like
multiverse,
that.
baby.
That was pretty cool.
This is director of Creed 2. His next movie.
I
Oh,
think
yeah,
this
yeah, this is,
Transformers
Stephen
Mirage.
Campbell. Ohio fame.
Ooh,
Now you know, great song choice.
this action looks fun as hell.
Really stellar.
Yeah.
Of all
And
the
it
threats.
looks pretty opposite to what Bay's at.
I love this. The whole
From both your
Transformers
past
focus, best Cybertron.
and future.
Yeah, that's a Bay shot, but yeah.
Oh, here we go.
You've never faced anything like this. Let them come.
Wow,
This
this
shit
is
is
insane. Holy shit.
When I saw this, I'm like, this reminded me of like the Ready Player One sequence, but
Yeah,
like on
that's
steroids.
awesome. Holy shit. Is that like $300 million in that scene alone?
Yeah,
That's a
dude,
great logo, man.
That's a great shot.
I wish they didn't show that in the beginning.
You
Yeah,
definitely know
dumb.
that that's the last scene in the movie. That's the last scene in the movie.
The last thing.
Oh gosh.
It
Go
could be
back.
mid scene.
Yeah, go back. Let's dissect this.
Let me just run that back.
So, per the director, we're gonna be seeing a different Optimus in this film.
In his prime, you could say.
Probably. He said
Rise of
Optimus
the
at this point in his career or in his life is a lot more distrustful of humans than he was in the Bay movies. So he's more distrustful of humans. He really just wants to go back to Cybertron. He's trying to get home. E.T. come home. So he's trying to come home. And then he comes across, these two fuckers. No, I'm kidding. These two human beings. And I guess they help him along his way. Also, this is confirmed to be a reboot.
Oh, so the Bay films aren't canon?
As of this morning, I woke up to a confirmation from the director during an interview at CCXP that he said this is confirmed to be a reboot. I don't know if that includes Bumblebee.
Yeah, I feel
Lore?
like they would keep Bumblebee because that
I feel
was
like it would. 'Cause
that was
movie
a
comes
success,
before
and we
him.
got like the more unified classic designs rolling.
I agree. And I had a lot of fun with Bumblebee. I think this one is going to be fun too. I was really shocked per this trailer. The first thing I noticed was there's not much human characters at all. I'm like we get Anthony Ramos a little bit in that car
There's
scene.
not really any dialogue though.
We get Dominic Thorne. What's her name? Is it Dominic Thorne? What's her? Dominique Thorne. In the last scene of this movie, in the trailer with the joke. But we don't really get any much characteristics. We don't know who they are, what they do. In the other Transformers trailers, it's always showing your Shia LaBeouf or your Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
This
I
one's
think they
all
wanted to show off the
Transformers.
rebooted era probably in this one, and then they'll.
I mean, they're giving us what we wanted, just the Transformers around main leads.
Exactly. Yeah. Show off the new species, the primals, the beasts, the new designs, the war, the action.
So the animals are the animal Transformers. Are they what are they?
Beast
no
Form,
idea.
basically.
I still have not watched.
I don't know
the,
any Transformers lore. I forget
Me
because
neither.
there's
Yeah,
a
I'm
whole
pretty
thing of why they
rusty.
exist, and I don't remember why.
Yeah, if you're watching our stream right now, and if you're watching our, we got a runner. If you're watching our stream right now, please leave a comment because I have no idea anything unless I watch a video about it, and then I'll be semi-knowledgeable. But yeah, I have no idea. I used to play Transformers all the time growing up, but I kind of dropped off. I still haven't seen the 80s movie.
I believe the final robot here, her name's RC. She was in the
Oh.
original 80s movie.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we should put that. I mean, add that to the live stream or to the commentary.
You want to like plug that before we dive into Bay? Watch the classic and see where it all goes wrong.
Basically. I just know that scene's gonna be the last scene in the movie.
I know.
It definitely is.
It could be right before the climax. We're like gearing up, making a plan.
Where like he's so comfortable with being with his like Transformer now. He's like, cool, cut the credits. See you next summer. Yeah, get Linkin Park to make a new song or something.
Please.
Overall, though, it looks like a fresh new era.
Yeah, I mean, this is coming out. Let's talk about like the release date. Like, I think Mario has a shot at $1 billion because it's coming out in April before the big chaos of the summer. This comes out like in June, right? June or July. Stacked summer season. I think this is going to make as much as Bumblebee or Last Night.
Do they have the release date on the last couple seconds?
I'll tell you what it is.
Transformers. June 9th.
Yeah, it's like the first week in June.
First week in June.
Nice.
So
Marvel movie's coming out?
Yeah, June is stacked. Is June the Captain Marvel's July?
June goes Cross the Spider-Verse the first week.
Oh.
June 2nd. And then this comes out on June 9th.
Oh,
and then Elemental comes out on June 16th.
Whew.
The Flash comes out on the 23rd. And then Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny comes out June 30th.
Oh my God, we're fucked, man.
And then July just jumps into Mission Impossible.
Insidious
right?
5.
Every day I wake
Dead
up.
Reckoning, Barbie and Oppenheimer, The Marvels, The Meg 2.
Meg
2!
Oh,
There's a
Haunted
commentary.
Mansion, Blue Beetle, Equalizer.
Yeah. There was an awesome Blue Beetle poster
Oh yeah,
that came out yesterday morning. Really cool.
very nice.
Anywho,
that was a fun trailer. I liked
fun
it.
trailer. Now we go to emotions. The trailer.
Oscars.
I watched this live for the first time on Where Heartbreak Feels Good. I was like, oh shoot, you didn't know the trailer's dropping.
I'll be curious because I watched the leak trailer and I don't think this is the leak trailer. There's parts of it I remember.
There was a leak trailer?
There was like
from
the D23 footage.
I thought this was Earth when I first saw it. I'm like, oh, they're on Earth. Nope, they're not. This is some weird shit.
A fake out.
There's some panda, alien, crazy fuckers. Oh, damn. Dude.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's rude.
Seriously, dude?
I remember seeing set photos of that rabbit guy.
But I love the costumes. Nathan, these are like the 2014 run costumes, or are these like the 80s?
Yeah, this is like the uniform 2014.
2014.
I remember that shot from the leak.
Young Rocket here.
Wow.
We have been running.
Gamora, who's now in
she
charge of
doesn't
the
know.
Ravagers.
Are they carrying Peter?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Peter.
Done running.
Don't do this to me, movie.
There's no way they kill Rocket. Right?
You don't know.
He's dying, dude.
You think so? That's a high evolutionary played
I
by
heard 2 people dying.
that guy. He looks shot. He was shot. Beautiful scene.
Fly away together. One last time.
One last time.
That looked like the Nowhere side.
Oh,
Beautiful.
oh, Lila.
Another squid monster, James. Come
Will
on.
Poulter looks
It's the same
so
one.
good.
Oh, the same one? Jeez.
Yeah. It's back.
Did you leave?
And we'll kill anyone who gets in our way.
No, not kill anyone.
Kill a few people.
Kill no people.
Kill one guy, one stupid guy who no one loves.
That got dark.
Making it sad.
One day after my birthday. May
Oh, that's
5th.
lovely. So Groot's new design is interesting.
Apparently, he looks like that in the holiday special.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, he does.
I
haven't watched
know
it.
James was like doubling down. Is like, since it is a brand new Groot, he's not going to look the same as 2014.
Well, yeah, because I totally forgot. I'm like, wait, wasn't he like a...
Oh, wait, this is his final form?
I believe.
Oh no,
We don't know.
it doesn't look good.
It's Son of Groot.
Remind me what happened to Groot. Okay, so he died, became reborn as a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Guardians 2, he's baby Groot. Then what
Baby
happens in Infinity War and Endgame?
Infinity War, he's adolescent Groot, so teenager,
Adolescent Groot with the video game.
through Endgame as well, and I think Love and Thunder.
Sure.
Yeah, and then now here we are. About come the holiday special, he's maybe he's like early 20s.
He
That
looked.
helps.
He looked weird.
Because he
so I
looked like
figured-
more childish in the holiday special than he did.
I think
last
it's the
time.
round features.
Yeah, like when you see the holiday special, I'll be curious.
I'm sure. I'm sure it's still a young iteration of Groot. I'm sure the Groot we first saw in 2014 was like a much older species of Groot.
So he's not his
Yeah.
final form. You said final form.
Well, I thought so because I remember James like he's entering adulthood, but I guess he's not like an elder. If that helps.
That looks like small Groot with the big Groot face.
Yeah,
Or
like he
small
just looks
Groot
like.
face with the big Groot body. It's like somebody took testosterone.
I guess
Yeah,
he
he look
looks
weird.
adult here, but I don't
Does
know.
This is
he?
probably the best shot.
No
here.
way. He looks like that's small Groot.
It's college Groot.
That's college.
I know
Groot.
because he looks old. Like the teenage Groot looks older in this one. That's why I'm just confused.
Well, he was like slender. And...
True. But Volume 3, I'm not ready for this series to end.
I'm ready. This series sucks.
Stop.
Above and Beyond, probably the best trilogy Marvel's done.
It will be
Some of
going
the
on.
best films.
It'll be going on 9 years. This trilogy going. I remember going in. Everyone was just like, "What will this be? Who are these
Yeah.
people? Marvel's first flop? No.
Yeah, I think it has to be the best trilogy. Is there any competition?
Cap trilogy is good. Iron
Cap
Man
trilogy.
trilogy.
Good.
Oh, duh, the Cap trilogy, duh.
The Spider-Man.
I think that was the only one that would reach it. Maybe like
Cap is the only one that would reach it. Spider-Man could have been good if Far From Home was a little bit better.
I just hear so many 50-50s of people liking Iron Man 2 or 3, but never at the same time like me.
I mean, people like to say like, "Oh, Iron Man 2 is better than you think." No, it's not a good movie.
The Hammer Dance.
Iron Man 2 is. I mean, they're not bad movies. It's just like Iron Man 2 is fine. Iron Man 3
Would
is.
you call it The Mandalorian?
and potentially James Gunn's last Marvel movie ever.
Definitely his last movie, I think.
For a while at least. I mean, I'm sure he'll consult here and there with cosmic stuff, but he's going to be full steam on DC.
Yeah.
But yeah, this trailer was great. The visuals, very James Gunn-esque. The visuals, the dialogue, I liked it all. Not much to say. We know Gamora is part of the Ravagers now. She has no idea who Peter Quill is.
That's why she was looking at that picture.
Exactly. I think that's the relationship that I'm most excited to see because it's very tragic. Like the person you love is like completely.
Yeah, like how does that
gone.
resolve for us? Like
I know,
maybe
right?
Maybe it's just something they have to come to accept. I don't think they're going to be like, all right, it's the new Gamora now. You have what you now remember what she lived
right.
through.
But do we leave this trilogy with them saying like, now we're mates by? It's like, that would be so just. That'd be so sad.
I don't want it to just be like, but maybe it's maybe they'll leave it like bittersweet, open ended.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
No, maybe Mantis can make her remember for like 2 seconds, but that's we get like
Don't do this. Don't you do this to me?
Kelly. I'm supposed to say Kelsey. Kelly.
Grammar.
One of my favorite books. There's like this YA trilogy called Legend, and spoiler alerts if you ever want to read this decades-old YA trilogy. But at the end of the second book, the main boy loses his memory, and like he goes out. He's like it's like YA, so it's main guy, main girl, but he loses his memory. In the last page of the third book, they see each other for like the first time. He doesn't remember, but she does. And then she turns around. She's like, "Hey, my name is blank." He's like, "Oh, hey, my name is blank." And that's how the book ends.
What's this,
like
your name?
Basically, I know, right? Like, your name. Your name before your name. So I would love that if that happened with Gamora and Peter, where it's like their final scene is like, "Hey, my name is Peter. My name is Gamora." Boom, credits. It's like, oh, potential. Like we don't know what happens, but
they have met.
But they have met. That's the funny thing is they have met in what was it? Endgame. And they're of course going to meet in this movie because we see her dragging Peter or dragging somebody.
Yeah, I mean they did go their separate ways. Clearly, Gamora's not around.
So I'm very curious yet what their interactions are going to be like in this movie.
TVA didn't want to put Gamora back. What the hell?
I know. Good point. Like, I'm very curious how romantic they get there, but it also seems romantic in a sense from Rocket's point of view, not in terms of
yeah.
like love and connection, but just like the love he has for his team, his family, one last ride, the love he has for his past,
Lila Otter.
or the pain that comes from his past. Yeah. So, can you explain what Lila the Otter is for me and everybody else?
Significant other for
That's
our
it.
ferocious what are raccoons?
Did you say next?
No. I said, what is
No.
Lila? The otter.
Yeah, I mean they have a history, a romantic history. I'm not too deep into like her characterization, but they're a great duo. I noticed in the trailer here, it looks like when they hug, Lila has a robotic arm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I bet they maybe come from the same like
So, is it their?
experimenting place.
What do you think this is going to be in the movie, though? Is like, are they going to meet for the first time in this movie? Or it's like, hey, we used to know each other, kind of thing.
I don't think the first time. I think they'll probably have a past surviving in the capture of the High Evolutionary
Yeah.
before going their separate ways.
I don't know, maybe they're like Cassian and Bix.
I was gonna say
Probably.
Han and Kira.
Han and Kyria, Cassian and Bix. I like those dynamics a lot. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how good this movie is. Like, I love the first Guardians. I don't love the second Guardians as much as like most people do tend to do.
It's me. It's
Um,
me, Bob.
It's Nathan. It's
The
people
end
like-
of it is
Preston.
perfection
the end
for
of
me.
Guardians 2 was very fun. I mean, I still think is Guardians 2 it veers too goofy for me sometimes. Like, I'm watching it and I want to get hooked by the emotions, but then there's always a joke that comes in there. I don't know. Guardians 2 just veers too much on the comedy. I don't like Drax in Guardians 2. Nebula is not that great in Guardians 2.
I like Mantis.
I like Mantis a lot.
I love Mantis.
Mantis is great. Baby Rocket or Baby Groot is great.
Ego's great. The whole
Yondu.
things.
Have you watched this on stream, Guardians 2?
No.
We haven't done AMCU yet.
Yeah, we
Carson's
did
dreading the day.
we did Spider-Man stuff.
Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
technically we did Spider-Man.
Okay, there you go. We did non-Disney owned.
We can do Guardians 1 and 2 before Guardians 3.
Break
He's
them up
like,
into
no.
I
phases.
The
refused.
phases.
Phases.
God.
I just get hives.
Disney Plus show arcs.
No.
Hives, he
Too
said.
much.
It's too much.
Oh God.
Woo! Here we go, baby.
Set this up. Set this up.
Pensive music.
I was I was in the middle of watching Spy Family.
Yeah.
when
Oh,
this
God,
came
what a
out.
I was
Oh,
looking
shit.
for your Twitter, and that's the last thing it said. Now watching, and I was like, "Oh, when he looks."
I finished watching Spy Family. I was like, time to watch Blue Lock. Let me look at my Twitter. Oh shit. And I'd watched this before Blue Lock. By the way, if you're not watching Blue Lock, it's great. Anyways, Last of Us. Oh my gosh, this trailer rocks.
Okay,
This
no
trailer is
spoilers for
great.
part 1, by the way, because I'm done.
So at the end of part
Damn.
1,
No, shut up.
Seattle. That's a different.
spoilers for a game that came out in 2013.
You also got to avoid some DLC.
9 years ago now. It's gonna be 10 years when this show
What was the
comes
That's
DLC
insane.
called?
out. Left Behind.
Left Behind.
But man, this
This trailer,
like the teaser was
fucks.
good. This was like
Okay,
next level.
next level stuff.
If you don't think there's hope,
There he is.
Ellie straight from the jump here because we didn't see much from her in the teaser.
Yeah.
Why bother move? They're in the museum right here. Oh shit!
So you don't know.
Those
I
clickers.
think that's where I'm
dude.
stuck.
Keep going.
Oh, that's night 1. I'm not family.
Open.
Cargo.
I don't know if that's
I
a
played that
game or
far.
not.
Why are you so important?
Tess.
Stardust.
Chills.
They're working on a cure. I think the main person
Throw a glass
is
bottle.
that it turned into a monster.
Setting up the plot for people that have no idea.
Riches.
That's good.
Very Ellie.
Yeah, I love all the new dialogue and new comedy in this. A lot of this stuff is new dialogue.
Neil's involved, right?
That's the night before they go to the museum and go to the Capitol building. This is the morning. Oh shoot! Oh,
Do what I say when I say.
that's in the sewers. They're in Pittsburgh,
I need some Tommy footage.
Any advice on
right? Yeah, where's Tommy at? Still no Diego Luna.
We know where he's
We get a
at.
quick shot of him, don't we?
New characters right here.
you
Gotta pad out.
Oh, this setting looks beautiful.
know what's out there.
Wow, what a shot!
I was very curious how they were gonna handle like the apocalyptic look, and I think they just nailed it in
Man,
terms of production design, color grading, everything.
Yeah.
take on me! Oh, heartbreak.
Wow.
For
They
part two
used,
fans.
right? Yeah.
That's Ashley. That's Anna.
Yeah.
That's Frank and Bill. Henry and crap. What's his name?
The first level.
Father, son, Sam.
Okay, they didn't have to go that. They didn't have to hit me with that line.
Oh,
You aren't her father.
wow.
Someone's.
David.
Carson, you don't know.
Oh my god, that runner looks freaky.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This
I didn't realize.
post-credit sting right here. Like I was so creeped out, dude. This shit is insane.
Woo!
Fucking a bloater.
A bloater at night. That's what I'm most excited for. Like all these extended or brand new scenes that weren't in the game.
Right.
And this is
'Cause
brand
they,
new.
they just
This
have
is
like
not
such
in
an
the game.
opportunity to just like ramp up because you're like thinking of it. It's like, okay, this section is just like purely gameplay. Like, how do we structure that dramatically? And then it's like, I bet
Lean
it's
into
just,
the
it would
horror.
be so fun to be in the room to like how they're okay. So what if we added this character here and it like made like this drama over here better that like is so well in the game. Like it's just so cool.
I really do hope they like work in mechanics for different suspense, like throwing a bottle or a brick to just.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because
at least
that's like half the battle of this game is how resource strapped you are.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're gonna be like, I'm low on bullets. Like I can't.
Yeah, like they're.
Let's go around these people to not do this, or maybe
A big thing is like they're mostly blind, right? They're like sensitive to sound, so you have to like be quiet and sneak. So imagine like them being like moving slow out.
Dude, what's that place?
Get a ladder down.
It might be a hospital or something, or I don't know, morgue or somewhere where I don't know where it is, but it is completely pitch black, and you have to go around these clickers, and it's so.
Oh God, I think I remember what you mean.
It's black.
There's like different rooms you jump in through like a window.
Yes.
Ugh. Fuck.
Where Carson is, that has to be like at the lower floor of the museum. Oh,
No, it's before that though. It's like.
Is that night?
It's at night. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It's when you're like near the. It's not a mall.
It's something.
It's like a subway tunnel. It's a subway tunnel.
Yep.
It's a subway area because it's very dark and there's lots of clickers. And
Something else.
at the end of that area, you have to use a ladder with Ellie and Tess, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Swim around as Joel. Like, oh fuck.
Exactly. I can't
Yeah,
swim,
that's
Joel.
right after. I think.
But yeah, this area. There's a shot with. Do you know Frank and Bill yet?
I am. Where am I in the game? I am.
Did I even know about Frank without notes?
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
I think I read a note.
Frank's in the notes, but Bill. I don't want to spoil now.
Wait,
but,
Bill is Nick Offerman, right?
Yes.
I met
Bill
Bill.
is
He's the crazy dude, right?
Yeah.
He gives you the nail bomb.
Yeah. No, I met him. I'm where. I passed that. I'm like in the.
Oh,
the
I
city.
remember now.
I crashed my car.
Carson's at the library. Carson's still at the bookstore.
I'm in the library and I
The
can't.
bookstore.
Yeah, I
He
can't.
hit the bookstore and he can't get out because it's 2 levels and he's a pussy. But
I'm stuck.
I'm kidding.
We gotta share play it all.
We gotta share play. I'll get you out of that in 5 minutes.
Dude, well now it's like, do I want to start over? I haven't played in like
You should.
10 months.
Yeah.
10 months.
That's a stream. If we can figure out game streaming, we should do that.
Yeah. How Evan beats the game in 10 hours.
Speed run.
I haven't done a speed run on Last of Us yet. I'm pressing the controls like I can move the timer. But Carson, can you go back a couple paces?
Yeah.
There were some cool like quick shots toward the end there that I want to break down. That's from Last of Us Left Behind. I won't say what's going on there because that's a spoiler.
I like this whole montage.
That's what I'm excited for. I'm excited for the night 1 extension because, of course, we know
like the whole like
in the game it's like what 30-minute prologue, if that.
Not
that.
even.
Like it happens
Maybe
so
10
fast
minutes.
because
Maybe
you're
10
in the
minutes.
house and then you're leaving and then like
What if all of episode 1 is night?
So I think a lot of episode 1 is going to be.
yeah.
I think you end the episode 1 on the prologue because there's only 9 episodes for the series.
Mhm.
The game's only like 10 hours if you go shorter if you go quickly. But so I think you can get through all of the game and Left Behind in 9 hours
I
or
think
9
I asked-
episodes easily.
I think I ask this question every time.
Yeah.
But Evan, do you think, without giving spoilers away,
Right there. That's so the Bill and Frank stuff, as we know, is all set during the sunset. It's like it's all set during the daytime.
Mhm.
They leave Bill's house in the morning and then they they escape Bill's place in the afternoon. So this place is all nighttime. So I'm very curious. And that's Frank, I think, or is that Bill or Frank? I can't.
No,
That's
Bill.
Bill.
That's Bill.
Nick Offerman.
You can kind of see him.
So that's
Wait, is this where like the truck is like rolling down and they're trying to get it started?
yeah, that's in the afternoon. So all that whole raining sequence, I'm like, this is all brand new. I can't wait to see what's going
Right.
on there. I'm so
Nice.
curious. And that's you know. If you know, you know.
Oh
you
yeah, I
know.
remember that.
If you know, you know.
Y'all ready for dinner?
Exactly.
Guys.
Loader.
Evan, how?
So on last, yeah.
I've asked this before and I always forget. How far do you think we get into the first game in season 1?
Oh, we get to the whole game.
The whole game?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because this game or a lot of this trailers, like you see the winter, you see Ellie riding the horse, so we're at least getting to past the David stuff, and there's only one more level past the David stuff.
How far out is the Tommy stuff?
Tommy happens the level before David, so
Okay.
you're in the dam. So Tommy is going to be in this. I'm surprised we haven't seen him yet. Probably in the
Okay.
next.
Look at Pedro right here. That is just Joel.
That is peak Joel. If somebody's like he hasn't grown out his beard.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Look at it. Did he have a thicker beard in part 2?
I think so. Yeah.
Purpose that any of us could have.
Marlene played by the same actress that played her in the video game, by the way.
Awesome.
That's really cool.
Where
The
fuck
mall
is
scene
this?
from Left Behind. This is the DLC.
Oh.
This left behind.
Be careful who you put your faith in.
Oh, we're gonna see Bill and Frank first meeting, and then Henry and Sam too. That's really cool. That
Her father. She was someone.
you are someone.
Because that's cool too. Like
Damn.
you can probably like do like unique POVs that you haven't seen. Like you can just do those
Yeah.
as separate scenes.
I have an
like,
idea where they can put the Ellie flashbacks because
Right.
yeah, but
You trust me?
I just keep playing this over. It's Last of Us.
What?
this is gonna be the show. Why is this coming out in January? Like I want this to get all the awards, and it should for best limited series for sure. But yeah, I think you can complete the whole game. I used to think like, oh, maybe they end here, but the more we got of like the winter and the David stuff, I'm like, okay, they'll just do the whole game.
Not music concludes.
So
I really hope they have enough longevity to go and also adapt the second game because goddamn, how beautiful that would be to execute.
Yeah, I mean that's the
Awesome.
goal, right? Like
For
there's no
sure.
way- yeah, like
I think Last of Us, this would be a breakout series, and then probably 2 or 3 years later they do part 2.
yeah, 100%.
Which
But,
means because I know like there's a number of people who are just like, oh, part 2 not good, but like, yes it is. And I think especially if they get them hooked enough in the show, they'll probably be like, well, I'm at least intrigued to see how
This is
do
gonna
it.
be a huge hit. There's no.
This is
doubt
gonna be a
about it.
huge. It's crazy
Oh,
how
yeah.
the biggest, one of the most biggest shows of the year is coming out in January. Like 2023 is going to be stacked in terms of television. It's
So are we
fascinating.
covering Bad Batch and this at the same time?
I just realized we will be. Yeah, this will be coming out Sundays, presumably.
Yeah, this will be coming out Sunday, so we can talk about it the following. Like I don't know when do we do
Tuesday,
Wednesdays,
whatever.
Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh my gosh,
Bad Batch.
we're gonna be stacked.
And
This
And then commentary.
Bad Batch on the Thursdays. We could probably do, man. Or we could like 1 week we don't have to do a commentary, that kind of thing.
True.
We'll figure it out. Either way, yeah, that very good trailer. Speaking of very good
Well-
trailers,
Mangold don't miss.
Mango don't miss.
He's back.
His
I
last
wrote that on
movie-
Facebook, and my grandpa liked it.
His last movie was Ford v Ferrari, 2019.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's only been 3 years since his last movie. Good
Yeah,
work,
the
Mango.
whole pandemic era ago.
Logan before that,
Meanwhile, Spielberg over here cranking out 3 or 2 movies a year. Jeez,
and he always delivers.
he always delivers.
But man, this
miss the desert.
I can't wait
from the jump. I'm like, okay, he gets it. Like that that whole chase sequence. I'm like,
This is the feeling of adventure and mystery in this.
Yeah.
The
trailer.
look is so like.
It's shot so
perfectly
well.
captured.
Oh my god!
But it looks just like the others.
Yeah, it looks stunning.
like that.
Wow!
That
Holy
is like
Oh,
peak
yeah.
Indiana Jones. Like,
Oh my god! Of course, I'm so nervous about the action because he's so old.
Yeah.
Like, how are they going to do the action in this movie?
He's doing it.
Perhaps not.
He's from the trilogy, right? We know
Yes.
him?
I don't believe
Yeah.
in magic.
Like this is so Han Solo, like right?
Huh.
I didn't believe it, but now I do.
Maybe.
Whoa!
That'd be insane.
Things I can't explain.
Antonio Banderas, Matt Nicholson.
And I've come to believe it's not so much what you believe.
Boyd Holbrook.
It's how hard you believe it.
Let's go. Another border.
Oh hell yeah! Best editing.
Wow, that was a great shot.
The duo between two are great.
Like the kinetic energy in this trailer, the frantic pace, it's so Indiana Jones.
We get
Is that
the pulpy
it? Oh.
title.
Dial
Who is
of
this
Destiny.
man? I'm her godfather.
This is great.
Get back.
Fuck.
Who is this?
That's so much fun. Like this, I'm just screaming about how much fun this looks. Like this is gonna be
Wow.
one of the most fun movies.
What a
of the
title.
entire summer. Dial of Destiny. That's so peak indie. I love it. Peak indie.
Lucasfilm is back.
I'm not used to the Indiana Jones logo being in 3D.
Yeah.
Used to it being like that flat, like
That
adventure
flat, yeah.
font.
Mm.
Get used to it.
Oh goddamn! Just like when the needle drop hits of the theme, it's not just like they played it like da da da. Like it just went like fucking, like they've like went heavy with it. and it
Williams is
hits-
doing the score, right?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's his last movie.
Yeah, like then he's retiring.
How old is this guy? 90?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think 89 or 90.
maybe more.
I like to say I saw him in person when he was at
Is
Celebration.
he that old?
We heard him.
We heard him in 2017.
We were in the building.
Yeah.
Okay, John Williams is 90. He was born in 1932.
When was that? When the first film takes place?
Probably.
Man,
Gosh.
Fuck.
put him in it. If they put him in Tross, put him in this.
Yeah, what a guy. But yeah, I'm shocked at how well they captured just like Indy's character, like in terms of like his belief towards magic and everything.
Right.
Yeah,
and
I'm
we
so
get
excited.
another sort of obviously it's like the end of an era, and so I'm very curious. It's the Logan of the Indiana Jones, but like in Indiana Jones fun
Yeah.
fashion,
Yeah.
like
When you want to end a saga, just call it James Mangold.
yeah, no, for real. So
Yeah.
I think he's a perfect fit for this, and
James Mangold makes the last MCU movie.
who else is in the cat? I mean, we got Mads, we got Phoebe Waller-Bridge, we got Harrison, we got
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas, like
Wow. Boyd Holbrook.
Boyd Holbrook. Like this cast is so stacked. I cannot wait to see this movie.
Shia LaBeouf.
No,
Not in this one, fam.
Probably a picture.
I'm there opening night for this though.
Oh yeah.
Opening night for every movie this summer. Jesus.
How much money is this movie gonna make? I was just thinking,
What do
like,
you
what
think?
the heck
Not
did
enough.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull even open to?
I think it was Crystal Skull 900 million
Let me look.
worldwide. I mean, again, this is coming out the heat of the summer. What was the release date? May? No, May is Guardians. It is June.
Last week in June 30th.
Yeah, so it's not gonna make much. I think what 500 to 700 million.
Maybe.
You think? I think it's making more than that.
It's just that there's so many movies, right? Like it's gonna be.
I know, but I
itself
think
out.
next summer is just going to be exponentially bigger than this summer.
Well, yeah,
Like
it is.
2023 is just like there's actually supply of movies. Like there
I
just hasn't
know.
been a supply of movies.
So there won't. It's gonna be cannibalism. Every
you
movie.
really think?
Yes.
I woke up on March 2017.
And only Beauty and the Beast and Logan made money because they were big established IPs. Logan came first.
Kingdom of
and
the
Beauty and
Crystal
Beast
Skull
came-
made 786 million worldwide.
Okay, 786. I think this will
Yeah.
be the lowest grossing.
I think
any
that
of
was
those
like
movies.
the first indie film in 15 years. The first one in 20.
Like for example, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is making about 850 worldwide with little to no competition. I think this movie's going to make a little bit less than Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, right? In the heat of the summer, so I'm thinking 700 million tops.
No, it's I mean, it just in terms of like wide. I don't know. Maybe it pulls a Maverick.
I
We
think
don't know.
I think it culturally overperforms though. It's like the last.
I don't know, fam.
Well,
Old people are gonna eat this up.
I mean, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I joke about like the Maverick thing, but because Dad's very popular with it.
No,
But,
this will
so
be the
is
movie
Indiana
next
Jones.
summer that my dad will call me about and be like, "Are we going to see Indiana Jones?" Like,
Yeah, my parents, my grandparents, for sure. I mean, I was raised on Indiana Jones from them.
That's true. I mean, to play devil's advocate,
out of
people-
out of
yeah.
all June movies, The Flash, Elemental, Transformers, and Across the Spider-Verse, I think Indiana Jones has the second or
the best. I think
third
the best.
best like 4-quadrant potential, like where everybody's going.
Spider-Verse needs to go back to the holidays, man.
Yeah, Spider-Verse is going to get destroyed.
I'm not worried. I don't know.
Spider-Verse is going to get destroyed, but especially when it's competing against Elemental, which is like an original
That's what
Pixar
worries me.
movie.
Mhm.
But regardless, I'm seeing it 5,000 times. It will be the most movie I see this summer. Spider-Verse.
10?
10 probably. If there's a Miles
waiting
and Gwen
so long.
kiss in this movie, I'm seeing it 20,000 times. But I'm pumped. I hear the movie starts off in Earth 65 as well. That's exciting.
Which one was that?
Yes, Gwen's Earth.
Gwen's
Earth,
right.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Anyways, Indiana Jones. Yeah, I think out of the June movies, it's the most accessible. Compared to Elemental, definitely over Flash and definitely over Spider-Verse.
But then again, it has a 2-week window because Dead Reckoning comes out 2 weeks later.
Yeah, I think it will be number one when it comes out, number one the next week, and then Dead Reckoning will take the number one spot. But I'm also worried for Mission Impossible. I'm worried for every movie next summer. Oppenheimer especially. Like, who's dying to see an Oppenheimer movie? I know we are because we're fucking film idiots. But hey, Dad, want to see Oppenheimer? Who?
That was a baller teaser, though.
If you remember, it came out 10 months before the movie comes out.
Oh yeah, we'll get another one.
We'll get another one for sure. But Oppenheimer isn't like the name grab that you might think. So I think Oppenheimer is going to be like the least grossing.
But I think Cillian Murphy's grown in popularity a lot.
Nobody knows who Cillian Murphy is.
Yes, they
he has
do.
one of
No,
those
they don't.
popular shows.
Peaky
No, they
Blinders,
don't.
come on.
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Not even the top 10 Netflix show.
It has been
In
at
terms
one
of
point.
viewership. In terms of viewership. Right.
You don't check that. Shut up.
I mean, just off the top of my head, Squid Game, Stranger Things, Ozark.
Lots left.
There's lots left, but but okay, fine. Maybe it's in the top 10 Netflix movie.
I always say every time I log in, it's like, oh, there it is. I really need to check it out. Anya's in it.
Yeah, maybe Netflix will tell me the top 10 popular TV shows.
Wednesday right now.
Yeah, Wednesday don't count. It just came out. Fuck, not this week. All time. Black Mirror is apparently popular, but that's not really a Netflix show.
Huge.
Anyways, fuck it. Point stands. People don't know who Cillian Murphy is.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, but that cast has not just Cillian Murphy. Every person is in
Every
that
white
movie.
person in Hollywood. Yeah,
Literally.
that's a good point. Good point. I mean, I never doubt Nolan,
But
except
you never
when he
know.
makes Dunkirk. But
Star power really isn't what it used to be in terms of.
exactly. So if star power is not what it used to be,
There's no movie
and
stars anymore.
if you don't have star power and you don't have like good draw, like Oppenheimer's is a slight draw.
I don't know. I think this IMAX trailer is going to come out and it's going to blow people away like it always does.
Of course. We'll see.
Like, I'm thinking back to like the first Tenet trailers. I'm like, that shit slapped.
What did Tenet make? Like 300 million worldwide?
But listen, it was the first movie back. Not even. It made like
No,
100
no.
million.
I'm not asking you in a bad way. I'm just curious. Yeah,
No, I think it made
365.
100 million.
It made 365 worldwide, which is pretty good. I think Oppenheimer makes what did Interstellar make? 700 something. I think Oppenheimer makes 450.
Yeah, that sounds about right with Dunkirk numbers. Let me look at this.
Slightly above Dune.
Dunkirk did 518 worldwide. I think it slightly does less than that.
Yeah. Dunkirk has like World War II appeal. This is a World War II movie-ish.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the 40s. But yeah, I think the most successful movies next summer are going to be movies like and maybe indie, like Guardians, especially easily because it comes out in May. It doesn't have any competition until the end of May. What are those 2 middle weeks of May? Because usually studios like to stay clear of Marvel.
It's
Solo.
there's just nothing on May 12th, and then Fast X is May 19th, and then Little Mermaid is May 26th.
Oh, Fast X being ballsy there. But yeah, from May 5th to the 19th, Guardians is going to make bank.
Man.
Might not make as much bank as the other ones, though. I'm not sure. What's the new normal for Marvel movies now these days? Because Phase 4 has kind of like been the 700 million.
I think Guardians 3 will overperform
Yeah,
because
so.
it's the last of the trilogy.
Yeah.
It's been a while. People
A lot of
love those
popularity.
people.
Yeah.
Hasn't been a standalone Guardian since 2017.
2017.
Jesus Christ.
Yet they've had like so many fucking what's it called? Appearances.
Yeah. 2018, 2019, 2022.
Which is crazy because it's like I was just shocked how much money like Doctor Strange 2 did off of
Me too.
No
Way Home.
No Way Home.
That WandaVision hype, baby.
So I think Guardians 3 will have a similar effect just in terms of pent up demand for them.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think that's all of our trailers.
So all the trailers.
Evan was looking for a trailer for Dungeons and Dragons today.
I was.
That movie looks fun.
They had a panel at Comic-Con, the Brazil Comic-Con, but
Yeah.
I was expecting them to be like, boom, here's a new trailer for December, but nothing came out. I mean, I like that first trailer a lot, but it's been a minute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of packed months, another one is
March, yeah,
March.
for sure.
Oh, again?
February 24th, we got Cocaine Bear. March 3rd, Creed 3. March 10th, 65 and Scream 6. March 17th, Shazam! Fury of the Gods. March 24th, John Wick Chapter 4. And rounding it out, March 31st, Dungeons and Dragons.
I think Creed's fine until John Wick.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, see that again? Yeah, Creed, and then what before John Wick?
Scream 6 and 65, the Adam Driver's original.
That's not gonna make money.
But
But
Shazam is also before John Wick, 1 week before.
boy.
Oh, damn. Well, I mean, John Wick isn't just like the
But
box office record breaker.
The Creed movies never make that much money, anyways, right? Like I think Creed 2 made like
Comparatively,
200,
no, yeah.
200 million. Creed 1 made like 200 million. But they're cheap movies, so it's fine. Before we get into some movie reviews, there's some movie news. Yeah, before we get to reviews, there's some movie news that we can talk about.
I didn't sign up for movie news. Go ahead.
Um,
I didn't sign up for a cage match.
Bob Iger is back at Disney. It happened last week. That was pretty
Wild.
shocking.
For the
Was.
third time?
He can't leave. He can't put down the. He can't put down the mouse.
We meet again for the next time. For the last.
But given everything that's happened with streaming slowdown, costs going up, and just general craziness, it makes sense. Although it's just funny because no one will ever truly know because they renewed Chapek's contract like in June or something, and then behind the scenes that was all front for obviously stuff that was not working.
Yeah,
But
people like to blame Chapek for all those movies that Iger put out too. So I'm like, there's a mix about stuff like Strange World. I think you could compare to. You could like slap.
well,
Chapek
I think that's both of them. I mean, he was
both of them.
Iger was still sort of around, and
Exactly.
they
Like,
were
I don't-
ultimately making decisions on the day and date stuff for Pixar.
I saw some people saying like Phase 4 because it's Chapek or something like that from Marvel. I'm like,
stop.
no, stop it.
We got Shang-Chi. Shut up.
Exactly. Shang-Chi!
Uh,
Still waiting on my Shang-Chi 2 release date.
I was just looking. John Wick Chapter 3 is actually the highest grossing of the three.
I would think so. Right?
And it made 171 million domestically and 327 worldwide, and it did 70 million in disc sales, which is pretty good for a.
I don't think I own any of the John Wick movies.
I just got the 4K trilogy set this year.
How much was that? 30?
It was on sale for like $15.
15? Oh.
I think it was half off. I think it normally is. It was normally 25 or 30. I can't remember.
Yeah, I would assume 30. Oh wow, nice. So yeah, that's interesting
I
slightly.
was on him.
Also, Jason Blum and James Wan now have an exclusive deal with Universal. Somehow, Warner Brothers let James Wan go.
Huh.
It's crazy
James Wan has
because
been working with WB for years.
Yeah.
it's like you're gonna let your horror wing be
Just destroyed now. They have nothing.
because I mean they had because interesting because Walter Hamada came from horror right before he did DC.
Exactly.
So I think he helped ushered in some films like It and all of that happening at WB. But now Universal has the Universal monster movies.
They have monster movies. They have
Jordan fucking
Jordan
Peele. They have M.
M.
Night.
Night Shyamalan.
They got
Now they have James Wan.
James
Yeah,
Wan and
they're
Blum.
James
horror.
Blum. Or Blum?
They're ruling the horror
That's
industry.
You have the entire market.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Like
That's
how?
crazy.
Horror monopoly, baby.
I mean, that's incredible.
I mean, the guess they don't have Flanagan, I guess, because Prime Video has him now or whatever.
Yeah,
but
Amazon Prime has them.
Yeah.
for a
But,
TV show, although who's to say he can't be hired for a movie? Like, why not?
Exactly.
If he has a TV show deal,
Sony got Legendary.
Sony got Legendary. Yeah, WB lost
That's
Legendary
new, yeah.
too recently. Also, Universal's killing it in animation. They're making way more in animation recently than Disney.
than Disney has been doing.
Disney used to be the juggernaut in animation pre-pandemic, but ever since 2019,
Which, to be fair,
yeah,
Disney has had a lot more. Since 2019, has a lot more original projects versus the hits that Universal has had have been sequel Minions,
Sing 2, yeah, stuff like
I
that.
can't remember the other.
The Bad Guys was brand new. That was like Universal.
I guess the Bad
original.
Guys was brand new, but
I see what you're saying. But also Disney's also been like, hey, Soul, Disney Plus. Hey, Turning Red, Disney Plus. Hey, Encanto, Disney Plus.
and I think it did have an effect because look
Luca,
at
Disney Plus. Like boom, boom. Like all.
I
these
mean,
big
Lightyear,
hits
blame what you
Lightyear
want. Strange World.
flopped. That's crazy. Strange World, like the biggest. I wow. Like
Yeah, they
Strange
hung
World
that out to
is
dry.
making 25 million domestic.
God.
That's a sick flop. That's a sick flop.
Well, and also what's I guess from a business perspective is impressive that Universal makes all these for like 85 million and Disney is making these for like 180 to 200.
Yeah.
Which is
So Universal is just as a studio right now. They're the highest grossing studio of 2022.
yeah, soon to be surpassed by
Soon to
Disney?
be surpassed. I think Disney's at 1.2, and
Will Avatar's 2022 gross get it over? I don't know.
it'll be close.
Okay.
It'll be close, I think.
I mean, what else does Universal have left?
Puss in Boots?
Anything?
Is that Universal?
DreamWorks.
Yes.
Universal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is DreamWorks Universal?
I think so. Yeah.
Pretty
Their
sure.
animation house is DreamWorks. Right? Well,
Yes, it is. It definitely is.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It definitely is.
But also, so is Illumination, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah.
both of them are
DreamWorks
Universal.
Animation.
So Universal's that studio is coming up. I think this was a great year for Universal, of course. Also a great year for Paramount with Top Gun, Babylon's coming out soon. A lot of these studios are competing. While where WB is falling, all these other studios are rising.
Oh, I guess they had Violent Night this weekend as well, which
Oh, that helped them out too. Yeah,
made pretty decent money.
yeah.
And then next year, of course, we just watched the trailer for Mario Bros. They have Fast X, and then like we said on the horror and like lower budget comedy, they have Knock at the Cabin, Cocaine Bear, Renfield. Like it says they have another DreamWorks film coming June 30th. I doubt that's happening now.
Probably, yeah. I doubt it.
They have Christopher Nolan now, and then also
Oh, I forgot they have Nolan. Holy shit!
they have Trolls 3 coming out next year, which will be huge.
Huge.
And then
It's gonna be big.
and then Kung Fu Panda
okay.
4 coming around the horizon, which will also be big.
Is Kung Fu Panda 4
2024.
2024. Okay, I'm like, holy shit! I still haven't watched that trilogy.
Oh,
Me either. Oh my god. I've seen the first one.
okay. But I haven't
I've seen the. I've seen.
Oh,
the
you've
first
seen
one.
the first
I've seen the
one.
first
Okay,
one.
good.
I haven't seen the second and third.
I have to watch How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, that's one you have to watch. Yeah.
Those would be two fun commentaries, honestly.
What else I can say? Oh, I had an Elemental teaser on here from a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys watch that? We don't have.
I
we can just
did.
talk
It looked
about
really cute.
That looked really good. Like I was
Yeah.
shocked how good that looked.
I am a little bit tired of like
Oh,
No.
hidden city within the world that we know. Like it's been like the last 8 movies, but like
Is that what
it's
they're
fine.
doing?
is it what they're doing?
I thought it was their own world.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the same trope of like, oh, like,
It's our society, but not.
but yeah, but like,
But like this.
yeah. You know.
Oh, you don't like that?
Well, it's just kind
You
of
don't like Star Wars?
Well, like Zootopia, they're animals, but like we have a human society
a
with
DMV.
subways. Now we're elements, but like, what are the elements made? I'm like, wait, hold up.
Oh, come on. Are you serious?
You just don't like humanoids, I guess.
I know. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just,
Fucking humanoid racist.
oh, jeez.
I'm sorry.
Carson's like no water. I don't like it.
I forget
The
the
only
other
water
movies, but
is way of water for him.
Exactly.
It's coming up next week.
But Elemental looked really strong. This looks like
yeah, it looked visually great, of course. and-
visually great.
Pull it
Hopefully
up. No, we don't.
Hopefully
No.
the romance is good. It's like 1 minute long, so not really worth it. Across the Spider-Verse, there's a couple of news there. 6 different animation styles, which is going to be fun to see. Of course, we're getting that Indian world that we saw in that teaser trailer. We're getting Gwen's Earth 65 world, Spider-Man 2099's Nueva York world. We're getting Miles' main world, and then a lot of new ones. Just every animation style is going to be very different in the movie. Takes place right after the first Spider-Verse, or a couple of years after the first Spider-Verse, I think. I had some other notes, but I lost my bookmarks for those. So regardless, Gwen's going to be an even bigger role here than in the first movie, which is fun. And yeah, they said Miles and Gwen's relationship is going to be the heart of the movie, which is very exciting to hear. That's about it from Across the Spider-Verse. Oh, did you guys hear the whole Deadpool TVA connection going on here?
No.
I heard about it, saying that the end of Deadpool 2 is going to get the TVA's attention or something, and then something about that they're going to have to like recruit or tell Deadpool he needs to do something, and then he's going to recruit Logan to like go on the comedy adventure through.
That's
I didn't hear all about that, but
Oh,
that's
sorry,
possible.
maybe that was speculation. I don't know.
No. I mean, that makes sense. I just had like a TVA connection because like Miss Minute said, "Hey, Deadpool," and then Ryan Reynolds
on Twitter.
replied.
Yeah.
So I think there is like a high likelihood, like the TVA was slightly in.
Because isn't there time travel at the end
Werewolf
of
by
Deadpool 2?
Night.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he had
yeah.
a little device, yeah.
So I think it'll be easy connection to have the TVA involved with Deadpool 3 in terms of like how to get him into the MCU and all.
Somebody thought it would be fun if they did like they finally probably be the only time for them to do Deadpool kills the Marvel universe, but it's only the Fox first.
So he kills. They bring in the Fox just to get killed off by Deadpool.
Absolutely.
I'm not a
Because
fan of
I
that.
believe they could do that.
They
It
could.
sounds fun.
I don't know. If
It sounds
anything,
like I'm
I
just
think it
watching-
would be like a simple plot thing where it'll be like the TVA will show up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you had to work for us now because you fucked up this whatever. You know, you need some help to like go fight whoever, and then we're off.
I need to see the state of the TVA in season 2 first before
That's true. I have no idea what.
I don't know what Kang's running operations are right now.
Yeah, I think the TVA is fine. Like, depends which TVA we're talking about because TVA is changing constantly
It's too much to keep track of.
with all these new kings.
It's really not. We're fine.
But yeah, I'm excited for Loki.
Got all in here, baby.
But yeah, I think it makes the most sense for
Rotten.
Deadpool 3 to be connected with the TVA in terms of all the time travel shenanigans, and him and Logan going across time and stuff like that. That'd be fun.
All the times they did it. The one time. Well, no, they did. I mean, Days of Future Past, but that was a whole different method. One of my favorite methods.
Also, Blade finally got a new director in Demange, I think is her last name, Demange. He worked on the pilot for Jonathan Major's show Lovecraft Country.
Right.
Worked on the pilot for that. Then they also got a new writer, the writer who also worked on Lovecraft Country.
I was seeing so many people on Twitter was like, "Oh, he's white though," and everyone was like, "But he did Lovecraft." Oh, all right, we let him pass.
Was he white?
Was he white, or he's at least like
I thought he
not
looked black.
black?
I thought it was mixed.
No, Twitter
Yeah.
being weird, man.
I'm not sure. I didn't get a good look at the guy. But yeah.
I'm just excited it's back on track. And
Me too.
Yeah,
So was it November 24th for Blade? November 2024. I mean,
2024. Yeah,
for Blade. But they didn't delay it that much, right? It was just supposed to
1
go out.
year.
Oh yeah, supposed to go out next year.
Yeah, it's
Never
supposed
mind.
to come out
Yeah,
the end of
2023. Whoops, not happening. James Gunn said that they have a plan. They have a plan for DC, which will be revealed in the next 2 months, and that was in November. So I theorized James Gunn and Peter Safran are probably going to reveal some stuff in January, because we still don't know anything about DC after The Flash comes out.
right. And I hope to God it's what. Please just announce what you're doing with Superman, because
Well, they're
So-
planning it right now.
It's so nervous.
Henry was saying as much in an interview that like it's
it's not
still being
in stone.
planned. There's nothing to spoil because they're still working on
But
it.
I mean, hey, just announce something. I don't know.
After next year, the only movie that's confirmed for 2024 on the side of DC is Joker 2.
Yeah,
What else do they have?
Batman
particularly?
2, right?
Batman 2 is in
probably won't be
production.
2025 though.
Batman
Yeah,
2, Joker 2, Wonder Woman 3 is in the writing
3.
stage.
They'll make an Aquaman 3 if it makes money, which it
I'm
should.
sure it will.
It's still the highest grossing DC movie.
James Wan is doing Aquaman 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With King Orm, Buddy Cop.
Wait, when is Aquaman 2 coming out again?
Christmas 2023.
It's Christmas now. Okay.
They moved it from March to all the
Yeah,
way to
okay.
Christmas.
It did well Christmas time last time.
It
yeah.
did. It made gangbusters.
It's just going to be a 5-year gap from the first movie, which is insane to me.
How did that movie come out? 2018.
2018. Christmas
Jeez.
2018.
I don't know. Tamara Morrison, Nicole Kidman. Let's go.
Jeez. That's about it. Last one. Silk on Amazon is still a go. They're
I was
still
as
making-
shocked as you were.
It's called
With
Silk.
who?
It's called Silk Spider Society. Silk : Spider Society, which makes me believe like if they want to make other spinoffs, it could be like blank Spider Society.
I'm down. A Star Wars story.
And this is like Sony TV.
Oh no, this can be on Amazon Prime. And Lord and Miller are still executive producing other Spider-Man projects for TV.
Nice.
So give me my Spider-Gwen TV series, please.
Who do you cast?
Haley Steinfeld.
I was gonna say, is it live action? For you?
I don't care at this point. I would love a Spider-Gwen live action or animated.
Yeah.
I know animated would take longer than live action.
I know.
But I want it.
What have I done?
And also, speaking about 5 years, isn't it 5 years for Spider-Verse too?
Yeah, I think it's 2018.
Jeez.
I went to the early access screen.
That's insane.
Oh man, how's it been 5 years for these movies? It's about to be. I mean, time flies, right?
How many times do you guys see
like,
Spider Verse? I saw it 3 times.
in theaters? I think I only
I
went
think I only
twice.
saw I only saw it twice.
Yeah, because going at the tail end, so I saw it by myself, and then I went again with my dad.
Nice.
That was about it. But that's about it for movie news. We can talk about all the freaking movies that we've seen over the past break, especially Glass Onion.
All right, The Fablemans.
I still haven't tweeted
You
out my
guys can
review of
talk,
the
why
Fablemans.
don't you talk about that quickly? So
Nathan and I
We talked
talked
about it
off
last
stream
night.
for like 40 minutes.
oh, okay. Well,
I got to the movie theater late, so Nathan told me everything that happened in the first 15 minutes.
You missed a beat.
I missed a big beat.
you missed the beginning of a Steven Spielberg.
I know,
movie.
right? Steven's like slapped me in the face right now.
A Steven Spielberg joint. You missed.
God, that does not clash.
Not at all.
Hey, it's my cup of tea.
Apparently, Fablemans might be on Peacock. I figured it out.
Oh.
Because we were like, where's it going to be streaming at? Because I want to see it again, obviously.
Yeah,
It was
Um,
Universal, right?
so-
They had a weird thing where like the emblem logo came in early over the Universal logo. I was like, that's interesting, but it was purposeful. It wasn't like a projector malfunction.
Like, you're going to the movie theater late when the cashier person's like, you want to go to the 6:30 movie, even though I'm getting there at 4:40? I'm like, oh boy.
That was my trouble trying to double feature. I was like, I can't.
What
watch
time
the
did you
mini
get
so
there at?
bad.
4:45.
No, the movie started at 4:40. I got there like at 4:52, 4:53.
Okay,
I figured
man was trailer late.
that's not horrible.
That is horrible. You missed the trailers. You missed the
Well,
movie.
I'm saying I thought he got there at like.
no, I got there like 13, 15 minutes late, but I figured like the trailers would be
Usually it's
13,
20 minutes of
15
trailers. for me.
Exactly.
Actually, but like
I went to an
the
indie
trailer
theater.
pack was not as beefed up for something like the Fablemans.
I went to an indie theater, so I bet they only played like 2 trailers.
2 to 3
just,
trailers,
like,
yeah.
Boom, cut. And the movie's 2.5 hours long, so it's probably like,
Yeah.
fuck it. Maybe they didn't play any trailers. I'm not sure. Anyways, Fablemans, I said this is the best Spielberg movie in years. I had a great time. Even as somebody that missed the first part of the movie, I think this movie is astonishingly good. Like, it's an ode to movies, but the personal aspect, the family dynamic, the family drama is so captivating and so rich that I just fell in love with this movie by the end of the movie. It's so whimsical, has a classical nature to it. It's so heartwarming, but also very tragic when you dig deep into it. Like, there's a roller coaster of emotions here, all while being like, the cinematography is fantastic. The direction is really strong. It's just really good. It has everything I like about Spielberg movies in this. It just has a lot of magic in it.
He's just like me, for real. It's my literal letterbox review because he really is just like me. Aspiring filmmaker who is a child of divorce and, only has sisters and no brothers. That's interesting. Did he? Am I Spielberg? Am I the non-Jewish Spielberg?
Oh my god.
Anyway, it was a wonderful performance. I was telling Evan, a lot of people were like joking and ragging, like, really, Michelle Williams is the front runner for the awards, but then we saw and we were like, she's so good in this.
Yeah, Michelle Williams is really good.
Isn't Seth Rogen in it as like?
Yes, and he's
good.
really good.
Seth Rogen's really good. Apparently, he made no improv in the movie too. I watched an interview with Tony Kushner. You guys are terrible. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna make a joke, but I'm too tired.
Attempt to laugh.
I'm good.
It's my new goal for Evan, the Seth Rogen laugh.
That would have took me out so much in this movie. Sammy, you can't stop making movies. I would have died.
Hey, what you got there, sport?
God, now I'm gonna watch this damn movie and like think about that the entire time.
Charles is gonna be dying in the movie theater.
Because he definitely laughed in the movie, right?
Yeah. That's good.
At the dinner table.
So best Spielberg movie since what? Bridge of Spies.
Before that,
Lincoln.
I think since Lincoln.
When the hell was Lincoln? 2010.
11. I want to say.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
It's better than Skull. It's better than Post. It's better than Spies. It's better than
the West Side Story.
Better than West Side Story. Yeah, I didn't love West Side Story. I mean, it's a good movie, but I didn't
Mid-Side Story.
Stop.
Oh, East Side Story.
Midtown Story. I need to watch a West Side still.
I do too.
I mean, it's good movie, great filmmaking, but just not.
Just no Tick Tick Boom.
The two leads don't like. No, it's not Tick Tick Boom.
No, nothing's Tick Tick Boom.
Exactly. Fablemans was a really strong movie. That reminded me, I didn't write my review about it on Twitter, so I'll do that after this. But
not like too much spoilers, but there's so many great moments. I'll say one was like he's showing one of the films he made, and he made like a Western. He was like, the gunshots just aren't believable. And then he showcased them, and he actually has like the flare from the gunshots happen. People are like, how did you do that? And he's like, I poked holes in the film, so when the light projects through, it creates the flash of the bang of the gun. Yeah. So I'm like, this motherfucker is such a goddamn genius. I would never be able to think of that.
Wait. So the muzzle flash is just like the poke through the film? Yeah,
so like if he like a frame where like you need the barrel of the gun to flash, he take a needle.
Yeah.
It doesn't show it, but he says he took a needle and he pokes it on that frame of film.
Yeah.
and then when the projector shines through, it's just boom.
That's
That's
genius.
incredible.
And that's like what he was like only 15, 14 years old when he was doing that. Too.
Motherfuckers in the goddamn Cub Scouts making movies.
Yeah, so I mean, it was just so much fun. Like I was never bored watching this movie. The family dynamic is really good. There's like some high school cliches. I was like, oh boy, are we doing this?
But I mean, it was not
was
like
his
that in that
experience.
era.
Right. Like I'm watching it. I'm like, I'm so annoyed by this, but
Like we call them cliches, but they must have come from
it
somewhere.
must have
They
come from
must-
somewhere. And it's like semi-autobiographical, semi-original, but it's like it made sense. And what they do, I don't want to get into spoilers, but like what they do with certain characters in the high school arc of the movie is really smart, and I really liked it.
It's so funny. I was telling Evan we're just like on like the final scene of the movie, and I was sitting there and I'm like, this motherfucker's 9 years away from Jaws.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's gonna change the world.
Yes. Spielberg is a monster. Like I was telling Nathan, like this guy made Fablemans last year. He did West Side Story, and then before that, he was making other movies. Like this guy is
Ready
like
Player
constantly
One.
Ready Player One,
He did Minority Report and Catch Me If You Can the same year.
and then
Can't
Jurassic
keep getting
Park,
away with this,
and
except the
Jurassic Park and Schindler's List also in the same year.
how does he do that? This
How
guy
does
is
he do it?
sick.
He can't keep getting away with it. Well,
You
I
don't-
guess for Evan, he didn't with the BFG.
God, yeah,
Did you see it?
Not the BFG.
movie's trash.
It can't be that bad.
It's bad, Carson. We would never commentary
Jeez,
BFG,
dude.
by the way. We would never do that.
My next birthday commentary.
No!
Locked in, baby. Right next to Morbius.
Yeah, I'd rather watch Morbius because I haven't seen it before. But let's dive into Glass Onion.
There's layers to this onion.
A lot of layers. Are we gonna do spoiler reviews right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait,
Shit.
actually, I guess not everyone. I don't know.
That's their fault.
Great question,
That's
Evan.
fucked up.
I just said it like so confidently, but I just realized that it's no longer in theaters and people have to wait 22 days to be able to watch it or whatever.
Well, if they're watching us, and they probably wanted to have the effort to go see it.
Let's do a non-free spoiler review for the first part, and then we'll
Okay.
wave our hand to do the spoiler review afterwards.
Good idea. Everyone give their general thoughts on the movie, and then we can.
That's why Nathan pays me the big bucks, right, Nathan?
Okay, I'll go first.
I was flashing back to like the overtime I did today. How dead inside I am.
Damn.
Go on, Carson.
Yeah, this is glorious yet again.
You can don't miss.
I
doesn't.
after mulling it over, I still think I like Knives Out just a pinch, just like so small better, but because Knives Out is 5 out of 5 for me. This is like a 4.5, 4.7 out of 5, like so close. And I think it's because I like we'll talk about it, but I like Marta as a lead better. Anyways, this just like what I said in my review is it just like ups the stakes in such a natural way. Like it didn't feel like it was trying to like outsmart us because it was the sequel, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And I think it like what it was interested in was really interesting and relevant with all of the Elon Musk tech billionaire crap going on right now. So that was fun, like watching that play out in real time, and also just the it's a different the it's like revealed differently to us, like the point of view switch is amazing. I think Daniel Craig is amazing yet again. He gets some more character development here. I think is really smart, and then of course Janelle Monáe is the star here.
Yeah.
And then the supporting cast, like I mean, everyone's just perfect in this movie. And Kate Hudson, Batista, Edward Norton. Surprisingly, I didn't know he was gonna have that big of a role, but he did, and it worked really well. And the whole set design is so amazing. Like the sequence when the lights go out, like I could just go on. There's just so many. And the writing is just like so fun. Like. And I got scared for a moment because in the very beginning of this movie, when it's first getting set up, it sort of like pops around each of the characters, and it wasn't like clicking with me at first, and I was like, oh, like what are we doing? Like what are we setting up? And
These
then
aren't
we
the
like
Thrombies.
I know it wasn't as like cozy as the start of the first movie, and I'm like, it took me a while to get recalibrated to like what he was trying to do with this movie, because it's so much bigger and broader, and like the scope of it is so much big, like it's just changed, and he had to for the sequel, and it's inspired by different things, and so it took me a while to get recalibrated, but then after those first 20 minutes, like I was locked in from all the way to the end of the mystery. But yeah, I overall loved it. Another awesome movie from Ryan for me. I cannot wait to rewatch it again, especially because of how this movie unwinds. I feel like, or the rewatch value, and I've heard from a lot of people who have seen it twice that is very, very rewarding on the second viewing.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it more than once.
A commentary, you say?
Oh, definitely. We can't wait to commentary this one. This could be one of our first commentaries of 2023. But I'm with Carson. I think this movie is so ambitious. I adored this movie. I had such a blast from beginning to end. The way the characters are revealed said so much about them within the first 5 minutes. We got a lot of great character work just off the page so easily.
Kate Hudson's clear mask just had me dying.
It was just mesh.
It was just
it didn't
mesh,
do anything.
and I'm like, I've seen those before, and I'm like, I know exactly the type of person you are by that.
But yeah, this movie is so
He's not
ambitious. It's so big. The structure is different from the first movie. The first movie, as a whodunit, really surprised audiences with the way they structured like the reveal. Like you initially think it's like Marta revealed herself to be the killer. Like, okay, we know it's Marta, but then it changes as as the movie goes on. This movie also plays with perspective and plays with structure in different ways than the first movie. So I'm very curious to see how he surpasses or changes himself up.
And I think it's very rewarding. And let me, before you go on, the one thing, what I think, I'll be very curious if this clicks better for me on the second viewing, is with Marta, we're in the thick of it with her the whole time. You know what I mean? As a character, we understand her. We see her interacting with the Thrombies and who she is and whatever the basis of this movie, and we'll get into it in the spoiler part of this review. We don't necessarily have that protagonist to latch on to because of something that happens, and so then halfway through you're like, oh crap, and then we gotta like get to know this. I can't say, it's just so you gotta get on board very quickly with that character, and I think it works, but it took me for a loop in a good way, and so it's just a different sort of protagonist this time around.
For sure, I think it's a different protagonist, but I really bought into it as the second and third acts.
Oh, totally,
really,
yeah.
As
and by the final monologue, for sure.
I was really on board with her, and I was really on board with the just not the message of the movie, even though yes, the message is really strong. It's very like commentative of what's going on in society, but also just like the plight of Janelle Monáe's character and what was going on there. It's very easy to relate to and to root for. But yeah, in general, I think the cast is good. I don't think it's as strong as the first cast. I don't know. Like, I think this cast is very different and very interesting in their own ways. They bounce off of each other very well, but they don't have like their own individual great like character moments individually.
Which in that and that's where it's like, it's sort of like part of it that they're like how do I explain this? Because of the nature of who these people are and their group that they are, they're not like truly friends. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not like in the first movie, we're like, okay, this is a family. Like, we understand like the trials and tribulations. But because of how snobby these people are,
that's a good point.
They're absolutely distant from each other and will sacrifice their selfish nature over everything over those people. So it's very interesting to see the chemistry of the cast as it clashes against who those people are, if that makes sense.
Totally.
And then also the way Ryan chose the way the mystery unravels is it's more like these characters aren't smart. Like, it's dumbfounded contrivances that just become more rewarding because how they are revealed to us. But the actual people in it like aren't smarter than like Ransom was. Like Ransom was, I would say, ahead of the audience in a way, both figurative and literally.
Yeah.
And these people at every turn were so stupid.
so behind.
So it's like just a
Great
different
point.
formula, which I think is so interesting to compare them.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I also think Benoit is even better here.
Oh
than
yes,
in the first
100%.
movie. The first movie had an interesting tone where you're introduced to Benoit in the shadows. He's flipping the coin, but then he gets progressively more like entertaining. This one, you get entertaining Benoit from the jump, and it just ramps up. And we get a lot more perspective from Benoit. We see a lot more of his character, his backstory. Not backstory, but just like his personal side, the mundane side of Benoit.
The scenes I adored probably the most are just like the reverse shots of him like sitting on the bench at the end, or like him when the twist happens and we're getting those scenes of like them sort of figuring out what to do. And also, you know, in the first movie, it's him solving it and then sort of Marta getting on board midway for that switch where she throws up at the end. This one, he very deliberately hands it off to our main character, and she gets that moment, like she gets the moment, which I thought was very, very smart for his characterization in terms of him not being a gimmick for the second movie.
That's a great point. He isn't just somebody who's like, oh, he's a detective, hire him for a mission, and then he walks away. Like, he really becomes part of the story, and then he services his part of the story very well. I'll just say that
100%.
And he does what he has to do, and then but yeah, Benoit's great. Yeah, it wasn't Edward Norton like the last person to get added to the cast.
I think
so much so that we were like, oh, he's probably not going to be in it that much,
which is insane to think
he's
about.
in it a lot. He's one of the main characters, and he's phenomenal. So like good. When shit hits the fan, he also hits the fan, and I love Edward Norton as an actor. He's just on another level in this movie. But so is everybody else. Like I love Catherine Hahn. Leslie Odom Jr. is great.
She's perfect. Yeah.
What's it called? Batista is fantastic. He's so good.
Who's the?
I wish we got more with Jessica Henwick, but I liked her dynamic with.
She gets that one scene with the
the sweatpants. I'll just say
the
that.
sweatpants. Holy shit! I was laughing my ass off in the theater to that.
The delivery is perfect. So yeah,
seeing this in the sold out theater was amazing. By the way, because there was sold out show times. My entire theater showed out. It was one of two theaters playing in my entire state where I was over Thanksgiving. Damn. So, it was so fun, just like the first film.
Overall, this movie is super fun. The mystery, again, the way he structures it is different from the first one. It's different from most modern mysteries, and it made it so much more engaging. So he keeps outdoing himself, or he keeps like changing the way he writes his characters and the way he writes mysteries and how they unfold. Genius level shit.
I also think Steve Yedlin takes it to another level too, to match the overall scope and like change in the action and the like the sequence when the lights go out is like just straight noir. Like it's just crazy how they did that whole thing, and I think they stepped it up. Like
the layout of the entire area where they're in this movie is so cool. The layout, the production design, it's so smart and so cool. Like it wasn't as I knew where everything was, like the mansion, but the way like as the characters explore this area is
like the Thrombey estate was obviously such a character in the first one, and equally I think the Glass Onion Island has even a better sense of geography built into the plot because of how much everything is happening more so on this level, because it's like okay, if everyone was playing hide and seek in the Thrombey house, it wouldn't really work because it's too small. But here, we really felt the sense of like, okay, going around the different areas. Okay, here's the pool, and then when we revisit it again, it's like, oh, we're down here now, and then like all these different things is so perfect.
Yeah, Nathan, what do you think overall? Non-spoilers before we dive into spoilers.
Sucks, Ruin Johnson, little bitch boy. No.
Oh, whoa, hey, what are you showing
me? Is Glass Onion the TLJ of the Knives Out universe?
Is it the Bill and Ted 3 of the Glass Onion?
Hey, now you
You'll see.
One day you'll learn. Carson, make it your birthday comes.
Don't you dare.
They're
you
so
will
fun.
like them. Evan, they're so short and so fun.
Wow.
90 minutes each.
I'm good.
You're not good. You'll be good once
I'm
you
not
see them.
good.
You're not
They're-
good, fam.
I
You ain't getting off that
guarantee
easy.
you're gonna watch the movie like that. You're gonna genuinely think it's solid filmmaking. Like it is actually
Wow.
good.
Okay.
Certified classic, baby.
Mm.
So echo everything you guys said, basically. I've been paying attention, I swear. No, but seriously, I love it, man. It was fun. It was a blast. A similar point Carson was bringing up when like we get, or maybe it was him, the reveal with Marta and following that like perspective shift. We have one here. And before it happened, I'm like, oh, really? That we're done? We're done?
I know, and I love that it's a fake out. It's like,
Yeah.
because he rolls up the sleeves and he's like, I can tell you. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like, I felt second act. I'm like, wait
Yeah.
a damn minute.
It scared me. I was like, we're done. And then we start filming it, and I'm like, this is
Yeah, next
really
level.
cool. Like there was specifically one point where a character is like stumbling, and it's just I'm like that doesn't seem like their character. What the fuck's going on? And then when they go back to it later, you're like, oh shit, that
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
god, it's beautiful. Again, it's one of those instances. I think I said this when we were commentating Knives Out of just like this begs to have scenes playing at editors at the same time, comparison scenes.
Yeah.
Fill in the blank. Oh, it's so good.
By the way, that split screen in the beginning was so cool with the 6 of them like
So
opening the
cool.
boxes.
Oh, yeah, better than Zoom.
For real.
As we're in streaming. But yeah, overall, it was so fun. I can't.
Yeah. Shall we talk spoilers?
I can't believe Ethan Hawke was the killer.
Oh my gosh. It
I forgot he
Noah
was at the
Segan.
end of it.
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, he was spraying everyone's mouths.
Yeah, he's briefly
Oh,
in it for like
yeah.
2 seconds.
That is Ethan Hawke. Yeah.
I forgot because it was announced he was cast.
Maybe that's what I was getting confused. I think Ethan Hawke was the last person confirmed for the cast, not Edward Norton.
Probably was.
And he did have a small role. He just came in and went. Probably 1 day of filming. But yeah, spoilers for Knives Out. We're doing the arm wave. We're
For
doing the
Glass
arm
Onion.
wave. Yeah, Glass Onion, Knives Out story. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your onion. 0.
Okay, the like new element thing with like that there is so fucking funny how that's the payoff of that the house was all built, or he brings it up earlier that it's all running on
Hydrogen.
I can't remember.
Something. Some kind of hydrogen crystal.
And so what I was trying to say earlier is I love that Benoit gives her that piece, and it's just it's just enough to like tip the scale, but she gets that moment of bringing everything down, which I think is so perfect.
There's so much euphoria in that final act where it's just chaos. Like I haven't seen this in a movie in so long where it's just like there's like at least 5 minutes people just smashing glass, smashing the whole place to bits.
Yeah.
And you're just watching the chaos.
And I love the comparison that she is just so angry, obviously, like, and they just join in out of like childish fun, like, oh yeah, fuck this guy, but like they can't compare to her level, and so it's very interesting to watch like how loosey goosey they are in terms of their allegiances, and then like by the end, it's so satisfying that she's able to quote unquote turn them.
Yeah. But let's talk. This movie, Ryan had the ballsy idea to do a twin twist.
Oh my god, yeah.
But so well. Like, I hate those in movies. Like,
yeah.
Twin twists are notoriously terrible. But for him to craft it so well here, like I think back to like Now You See Me 2 notoriously did a terrible twin thing.
This made so much
this
sense
made-
in terms of
yeah.
like, the other sister nobody really pays attention to, living in the sister's shadow, yet like equally understands her sister's ultimately issues with that are stacked against her. And then to go back like on the boat, like I think of the shot of her gripping the handrail, like her at first we think she's like very angry, like because we think it's her, and like it's like that whole arc, and then like seeing all the other scenes like on the island when they're like sneaking away is so great.
Like it totally twists your perspective on the entire movie. Like when you
Yeah.
first introduce her in the garage, and you're like, okay, she's the last one to get this piece, and she just smashes it. Is she not as smart as her friends here? Like, is she just not like super intuitive? But then we learn that that she was a scientist to help create this thing. So I'm like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
And then
here?
we learn that
yeah.
well, first we learn that Benoit knows that someone reassembled the box and gave it to him. But then the onion is peeled back
Oh,
again,
God, that
knowing
was
that
so
he
cool.
is fronting as that to like.
Yeah, that was wild. Because like, yeah, then who invited me then? I'm like,
Uh-huh.
he sold it so well. I'm like, oh, like you totally, of course you believe him. He's Benoit. He's your main character. So you wouldn't believe him. But then to realize he's lying to the audience and lying to us and lying to Edward Norton's character.
And
it was
also
so
just the
much fun.
takedown of Edward Norton's little mystery that he had set up.
Oh, that was
so
hilarious.
funny.
Didn't he say he hired Agatha Christie or something?
Yeah, to like write it, or I don't even know.
He
My
saw it
dad
and
went to
like,
the bathroom during that scene. I'm like, and he's like,
are you
"Oh,
serious?
yeah," and he's like, "Tell me what happened." I'm like, "I can't even
I can't
explain to
tell
you." Like,
yeah. Oh no.
Man.
something with an arrow, something with
Whenever
the
my parents
magazine clues. I'm like,
if my dad or my mom leaves her, I'm like, sit down. Because I will, like, I tell them, I'm not going to explain what happened to you because I don't want to
Yeah.
lose track of the movie. Like, I don't want to be talking during the movie.
yeah,
so
during this.
don't ask me what happened when you leave. But anyways, yeah, the whole reveal, like, when she gets shot, I'm like, there's no way she's dead, right? Like, but he starts crying. I'm like, oh my God, like, is this real? Like, what's happening?
Yeah,
But the reveal about everything was just so genius.
The hot
Jeremy
sauce.
Renner.
We flash back.
Yeah.
and, yeah, the hot sauce was amazing. The way that it fell like right next to her eye, or where it go up her nose. Right?
her nose. Yeah,
The audience was just losing, like, oh fuck, no, just dripping as they're walking and talking.
That
And
was
she
so
just has
cool.
to stay paralyzed for a second. Oh,
But yeah,
man.
like so we go in thinking, okay, they're gonna go to this glass onion island. There's gonna be a murder, and then he has to solve it. But the murder of this movie, the central murder, is like it's Batista a little bit, but it's mostly Janelle Monáe's like murder.
yeah, and it's
off screen.
And then as we start to learn the details, we learn that he murdered Duke. Is that the Batista's He murders Duke because the news of Janelle Monáe's death
Was
hit
on
the
his
thing
phone. It's like, hey,
on his phone.
this is gonna change everything, isn't
So
it?
that changes everything. In for a penny, out for a pound. Whatever Benoit says in the first movie.
Yeah.
Single red dime. You're nuts.
I don't give a shit.
Michael Shannon, amazing.
My favorite line of this movie is at the end when the glass onion is all in flames and he's sitting there like smoking with Noah Segan and he goes, "Disruptors." Just like it's so perfect.
Yeah. That they were called disruptors in the first place is so funny.
Yeah, I just happened to start my sweatpant business as the pandemic was. It's like the best pandemic movie too because
Yeah.
you totally buy into like that rich people would automatically have like this whatever cure that would allow them to go on their vacations with their groups. And then there's like a line in the beginning like, "It's fine, we're in our pod," and it's like 80 people in the house.
80
like,
people. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. But yeah, the sweatpants joke was great. Like Jessica Henwick's delivery there was like, you thought that sweatpants were like sweatpants. Like she delivered it so slowly. It was so great.
Sweatshops make sweatpants.
It was amazing.
Oh.
But yeah, the reveal here, like with the whole cup and thing with Dave Bautista and Edward Norton, I'm like, wait, is that how it really went down? Like I can't wait to rewatch that whole.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Josh said that the original shot is him handing him the cup.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So-
Yeah. I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Which
that's
again,
crazy.
it's gonna make the rewatch so much fun. Oh, and also the scene on the swimming pool when he says like, "Oh yeah, you almost flattened me when we were going over so and so's house," but he like
Yeah,
Edward
and
Norton
he
cuts him
flips it
off.
and says, "The CNN anchor guy's
Anthony
house."
Cooper is like Anthony
Yeah,
Cooper.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's so many like small.
But we
dialogue
buy
things.
into it so easily because it's like, just, okay, rich people.
Yeah, it's just
blah blah blah.
rich people talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Whatever. But the more you go back into it, it's like, okay, wow, this movie.
And even I'm thinking just of when they first get off the boat and Benoit, they do like that fake introduction between them. We don't know it's fake. And she's like, this rich people stuff, blah, 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 blah. But we realize that she's like actually nervous when we go back around the second time.
Yeah.
Like this movie could have been so crazy and goofy, but it nails it. Like her country bumpkin sister who looks just like her sister and then changes accents. Like on the page, that sounds so goofy, but it works so freaking well. And the whole reveal was just so smart. Like I did not expect we're gonna twin twist, and then to have her be like, "Oh yeah, I got this really dumb thing. I was in the garage, and that's why she bashed it." Like,
and also the story is just really good of like this guy basically grifting off everybody, and then them becoming so dependent on him, and then him cutting out what actually mattered and what made them successful in the first place. And then the whole revenge plot of, her being able to take him down, but ultimately taking the high road and not murdering him. And you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's we were trying to get across in our non-spoiler part. We were like, Benoit as a detective, I like how it's so blatantly he says, I can't do much. I can only do so much as a detective. Like my role here is to explain to you how something happened and why, but I can't help you with the consequences. Like if he burned up the napkin and then he can't do anything else. He has to walk away. And then it gives the movie so much time to have Janelle Monáe get the last
he just steps up to that new level.
Yeah.
She burns up the glass onion, and then they walk out onto the steps, and he's like, "What? Wait, you're done?" He's just like, "What have you done?" And she goes, "I'm pretty sure you burned up the most notorious painting in the world, or whatever, and your little what is the element called? God.
Hydrogen.
Your little hydrogen
Unobtainium.
experiment is is up in flames. So I'm pretty sure you're done. Gosh, it was so satisfying. I said it in a horrible way.
But she was also saying like, but you got what you wanted. You'll be remembered in the same breath as the
Mona Lisa. That was a baller line. That was
and then
cool.
and then I love that the camera slowly goes around each of them. Oh yeah, I saw him burn up the napkin. Oh yeah, blah blah.
Yeah, now you guys want to switch it up. But you're right, Carson. Like the more I think about it, the more those main cast of characters gets a lot more depth because they were unique and they were driven in their own rights. Like they all had potential, but then once Edward Norton's character gets in the mix, they all waste their potential in a way and rely on him instead.
They become
dependent,
so codependent on him that instead of achieving actual success in their own right, they start to drift away from what reality looks like.
Which I think the rewatch is going to make it so much better because specifically for like Leslie Odom's character, it's like you're really resorting yourself to making these weird inventions from Edward Norton's character, even though you have so much more potential. You could be doing so much more, but he has to owe this guy so many favors because he got to where he was because of him.
Yeah.
And it's all ironic because Edward Norton was the last to the group anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like you think it's like that group of people genuinely could have turned out to be actual disruptors or genuine people that affected other people, yet they sort of were morphed into something else completely.
Yeah.
Which I think, it's just all very interesting. And of course, just like the first movie, it has all sorts of stuff that we can talk about like that in terms of the themes and this social stuff.
Yeah, overall, just a very smart movie.
Benoit's partner is Hugh Grant.
Wow, that got a huge applause.
That was wonderful
when Hugh Grant came out. That was great. That was very surprising.
And that also matches with like the dialogue when he's in the bathtub, which is him echoing across the house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's played Among Us with
which is funny.
Who's he playing with? The girl from Poker Face or about to be a Russian doll.
Yeah, Natasha Lyonne.
Natasha Lyonne.
Was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, I think so.
And then another very famous person who I think has passed away.
I think a couple of them maybe. Were they big mystery writers?
I think so.
They could be.
Yeah, I forget. I have to watch the movie again.
Yeah,
But
that's
that was
really
really
cool.
fun. But I just really liked also just the whole duo angle of this movie. Just him and
Yeah.
Janelle Monáe just working together. That was very different. Like in the first movie, it was Marta like kind
She's
of running
trying to
away,
avoid him. Yeah, run
running
away.
away and avoiding him. They don't really work together as much until the
And
very
now,
end.
and now Janelle's character is like suffocating Benoit in a way, which is it's like
Yeah.
interesting. He's like, no, don't do this. Okay, now I need
She's
you to make
drinking
a
on the
scene.
case.
Yeah, like
this is what I just learned, dude. You wouldn't believe it. It's like it's so cool.
Yeah, maybe you should stop drinking because she doesn't drink.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a blast and a half.
For sure.
I adore it. It
yeah,
was
I
really
need
fun.
I need the trilogy complete. I hope we get the third movie. I mean, we will.
Yeah,
Fourth,
for
the
sure.
fifth, the sixth. Yeah.
Ryan's trying to push for it to come back to theaters.
Yeah.
It probably
It is-
won't happen, but
Yeah,
wish
but
it
you know,
stayed, yeah.
maybe by the third they'll come to their senses. And yeah, it's now my number 4 favorite of the year.
oh yeah,
Oh, real quick.
Fableman's
before
is my number 10.
Fableman's is my number 10 as well.
Oh.
I can't tell if I liked it more than Tar. I think I put it above Tar.
Yeah,
Even though Tar is more like technically a little bit better, but I think Fableman's just has more what I like. That
or
whole
raw,
thing.
untamed
Je
Spielberg.
ne sais quoi.
Raw Untamed Spielberg. Raw Untamed. But speaking about Raw, my number 4 movie of the year I think is Batman. But my number 2 movie of the year is Bones and All. I switched it. I had Bones and All ahead of Decision to Leave.
Oh
But,
yeah, I was gonna wonder where that was.
Bones and Decision are my number 2 and 3 favorite movies of the year, right behind Top Gun. And they could rise above Top Gun, but
So Bones and All is a banger, confirmed.
Bones and All is a 5 out of 5 banger.
Wow.
Confirmed.
Is
Same
her
thing
finger looking good?
with-
I saw that scene in the trailer where she like bites off her friend's finger. I was like, what the?
There's one person in the theater who's like, "What the fuck?" It was very funny.
They didn't know what they were getting into.
I don't think they did. Quick tangent. I saw a woman talking this week too. This old, because it was at an advanced screening, and somebody was like, "So what'd you think of the movie?" And old lady was like, "I didn't really like it. So much talking." Yeah, it's called woman talking, lady. It was very funny. I'm like, this is why people shouldn't go to advanced screenings. You don't deserve it.
God, I went to an advanced screening of, I think, Spider-Verse, and I was like really hyped, and then just like a fucking family of 5 was next to me. I'm like, how did you get here? How did you know?
They only do you only get 2 tickets at most. So they must say
What was it? It was the
usually.
AMC advanced screening.
different
so it's
emails.
just-
Oh, the AMC one.
Gotcha.
yeah.
But either way, Bones and All, fantastic. This is probably my favorite Luca movie. And even if Sean was like, is it above Call Me By Your Name? I love Call Me By Your Name. But I think Call Me By Your Name is like a 4.5. I think this is like a 5. I just love this movie so much. The romance between Marin and Lee, Taylor Russell and Timothée Chalamet's character, fantastic. Like I think this is Taylor Russell's probably my favorite performance I've ever seen from Taylor Russell. And that's high
Is she the one
praise.
in
Escape Room?
Escape Room?
Yeah, she's in Escape Room.
So what is this? Sort of
You
Tournament
are.
of Champions?
I like those movies. They're very fun.
I want to watch. That would be fun commentary.
The second one is not good.
It's not great, but I had.
I heard
fun watching it.
there's an alternate ending cut.
Taylor
Also
Russell.
not good. We
Oh,
watched
okay.
it.
You hunted down. You were like, it has to be. And it
No,
was.
because Kelly made me buy it on
Yeah.
Vudu. Because
Oh, right.
I remember that saga. Kelly wanted to watch it, and then
Yeah.
watched it. But I had fun with it because it's Taylor Russell. It's horror, funny, crazy stuff. The plot wasn't as great as the first movie, but either way,
Evan, you would
I had
love
fun
the
with it.
Saw franchise.
I've seen the first one. And I saw Spider.
no, that's why I watch Paranormal Activity.
That's not
I
enough.
don't know.
You need the fucking rotten meat filling.
I need the one where he's working with the other girl or whatever. Yeah.
Some insane shit.
I've seen all the like Mr. Sunday movie Saw Caravan of Garbage, whatever it's called.
Oh boy.
Anyways, this is one of Timothée Chalamet's best performances I've ever seen him in. He's so good. Mark Rylance is probably the best supporting actor turn I've seen all year. He's creepy, disturbing, terrifying. just everything between. He's crazy good in this movie. Mark Rylance is on fire. Definitely better than his Best Supporting Actor win in Bridge of Spies. Anyways, yeah, this movie is captivating because it's all about like the romance between Marin and Lee, but it's also just about like her looking for a place to belong, her struggling with her urges, her sense of like looking for her family, looking for her past. Like it's a movie about discovery and trying to find yourself in this mysterious world that we live in. And the setting is very great because they're like exploring the Midwest. So like the scenery is very gorgeous. There's some beautiful scenery, beautiful shots in this movie. It's also just genuinely terrifying at times, especially when you get to the cannibalism stuff. It's not like a big like cannibalism movie, but it comes up a lot, and there's some good scenes with that. It's very character driven, very like heartbreaking as well. The score is incredible. Like this had everything I love. It's terrifying. It's romantic. It's beautiful. It's touching, and the score is just fantastic. Yeah, I love this movie so much. I couldn't take my eyes away from it.
Wow.
So yeah, Bones and All. If you ever get the chance, please see Bones and All. Yeah, just had everything I love about movies. But also Decision to Leave. Park Chan-wook's Decision to Leave. I've been waiting to see this movie forever.
You finally got
Forever. And I finally got to see it. I was the only one in the theater. It was great. It wasn't the best projection, but whatever. This movie rocks. It's just so good. Like I was smiling the entire movie. It's a detective thriller, and that's my favorite genre, detective thrillers. But it turns into
South
a
Korean and
romantic
South
thriller.
Korean
South Korean detective
I
thriller.
mean, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a fucking wrap.
But it turns into a romantic thriller as like he gets involved deeply, very deeply into this case with this widow.
You're in too deep.
Basically, that would have been a great title for the movie for both of them, because their dynamic is captivating as hell. It's very delicious, very interesting.
Delicious.
Yeah, the more they explore one another, the more the movie explores themselves, who they are, the way the movie twists and turns. There's some great twists in this movie, some great different perspectives. The editing, people always talk about the editing for this movie. Park Chan-wook's editing, the way he describes how characters are thinking about one another or looking at one another, the way he edits that perspective is very genius, and especially for
I just keep seeing, the only thing I see is this shot of them sitting at like a diner or something, and they basically did like the T2 effect where the mirror is just a actual shot.
Yes,
it's a stitch shot of them. It's not actually mirrored. There's another shot of them on the other side, and I think it's slightly out of sync or something. Or something's happening,
and it's
where
their twins.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. But it's like a 9-second clip, and I've watched it like 80 times because it's insane.
It's so good. It's an interrogation scene. Yeah, it's looking at the interrogation window, and it reflects off of what they're doing. It's so smart. There's tons of scenes like that.
I can't wait to watch.
The movie is so great. Their dynamics is great, but it's very character driven. The way that the mission, the quest explores his character as a detective and as a person in relationship to his wife and to this girl that he's fallen in love with. It's very enticing, but it also has one of the, how do I just want to describe it? I'll just say one of the best final scenes I've seen in the movie all year. Same thing with Bones and All. Bones and All and Decision to Leave both left me speechless with their final scenes. It was just jaw-droppingly beautiful, tragic, great in all different ways. So Decision to Leave is just fantastic. Two movies I just loved. And I saw all that in the same week as Glass Onion. I also saw She Said. It was also very good. I ended up liking She Said better than Woman Talking. I think She Said, Woman Talking, both similar types of movies about like women, their plight, and the dangers of like society in general.
It's about like the Harvey Weinstein case, right?
But She Said mostly about the Harvey Weinstein case, and that was very riveting towards the end. I was a little bit not bored, but like it had a procedural interview kind of like not the most like enticing pacing at first, but it does build as they get
into the pacing.
Yeah, the more they get into through the interviews, starts to work better. the acting from Carey Mulligan and Zoe Kazan was solid, but they're not really the ones delivering the great performances because they're interviewing these ladies that went through a lot of terrible situations.
Yeah.
It ends up being like the interviewees are the ones acting probably better than Carey Mulligan and Zoe Kazan because they're the one
Fair.
like in tears and like describing the incident and harrowing accounts. But overall, it was a very solid movie with also another great final scene that I really liked. It was very effective. I love those kind of journalism kind of movies that worked really well there. Woman Talking was solid. I didn't love it. The score is incredible. I love the score. The score from Hildur, I forget her last name, but the person that did Joker.
Yeah.
Just another great score from her. The movie overall wasn't very, I don't know. It's a very important movie. It's very powerful in terms of dialogue. The dialogue is very special and very good. I didn't find myself being captivated the entire way. It didn't really hit me like I was hoping it would. But Sarah probably was a good director. Like it's shot in like mostly one room, but I still think the direction of like the different dialogue exchanges was really good.
Gotcha.
Nice.
I think that's about it for the movies I've seen.
I watched all 6 Q&A stand-ups of Kevin Smith.
Oh, really?
Yeah, basically, I was just like working on stuff.
I never knew that.
Whatever.
How was it?
Oh, they're all great. I mean, I've seen them all. I've seen most of them before.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a Kevin Smith stand-up.
Oh, they're great. I mean, they can go on for a long time. Like I'm talking about like 4 hours.
Jeez.
I went to one of his live shows when he was doing his reboot, James Silent Bob Reboot Roadshow tour. He came to Jacksonville, and I went, and he was supposed to be done talking after 75 minutes, and he went for 3 hours.
That's insane.
That's just how the man works. Like, they were literally people off stage, like, holding up signs, like, you gotta stop. Like, it's so funny. But he's just always so insightful with, like, his storytelling, and just... Motherfucker will start telling a story and then tell a new story to make the point of that story. He just goes all out, but his details and the way he counts things, his passion of it is just, it's so fun and so insightful because he's in the movie business and stuff. And just, it's also interesting the way he comes up, like his old info of like, oh, how can I start a movie? Get credit cards and charge them and then just pay off the debt in time, but make your movie. It's like, I don't do that now.
That's amazing.
But now we have YouTube. So, different things like that, distribution. But it's always insightful and fun. He has a lot of funny stories about Bruce Willis. He worked with Bruce Willis a lot, and it's just weird. He tells, Evan, you would like this. He tells the story how they met in Live Free or Die Hard on set.
Oh, wow.
And shit's wild. It's basically like 20 writers on that goddamn movie.
Live Free Die Hard is so much fun. I love that one.
Yeah. It's such a blast. And then also just the making of the movies. I'm looking to revisit all of his classics. I still need to see Clerks 3 that came out this year. I missed it in theaters. It's on digital now. I need to get it.
Yeah, I still haven't seen a single Kevin Smith movie.
Now, I know we keep saying commentators, but goddamn, that would be fun.
Yeah,
the whole Viewisk universe, as he calls it. He was the original goddamn MCU. Man.
What is it called? Viewisk?
No, his company is Viewisk. And he titled his universe the Viewisk universe. All the different things. They're great. A lot of Ben Affleck in there.
That's good.
But yeah, I love it. It's great. Great times.
Did you see anything over the break, Carson? Anything else?
Let me look.
Were you one of the 10 people that
I guess I watched 3 Harry Potter movies.
Oh. What Harry Potter movies did you watch?
3, 4, 5.
Not a bad run.
So went dun dun dun.
Look, they're all great.
And then skyrocket up for you.
Yes.
They're all fun. Exactly, yeah.
So that was fun to do with the siblings. And then did I watch anything beyond that?
Andor.
No.
Andor.
I need to watch Willow.
Willow. I saw Willow. Willow's fun. The dialogue.
I guess I rewatched Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, how was that?
Which
I haven't
amazing.
watched Maverick.
Amazing. I was like scared to like not watch it in IMAX, but like it hits.
I'm scared.
Now that hits like Carson being right next to me, being like, oh.
Because that's like the most like fist pumping inducing like.
That was, I can't believe we saw that together. That was a fun experience.
That was magic.
That was magic. All the crazy drama leading up to the movie theater.
Let's all go see Mario together.
Oh, I also watched
Hell yes.
Soderbergh's Kimmy from this year, which
Oh,
good
Oh,
shit, guys.
good movie. I like
This
the movie
man
a
just
lot.
keeps pumping out awesome movies. Very excited for him to just keep making stuff. I
Make
think he
more
has
HBO Max movies.
Magic Mike, which I haven't even seen, but I'm like, okay, maybe I should watch them for Soderbergh.
And Magic by 3 trailer is actually pretty good.
Yeah, and apparently
Zoe
it ends in a
Kravitz
20-minute
and Channing Tatum, a
musical.
couple.
What
Apparently, imagine the last.
are they?
I think
He
so.
came out in an interview and said that the last one's going to end in like a 20-minute dance number.
Nice.
Fuck.
So I'm very excited to see what the hell.
Yeah,
is
Poor
Kimmy-
theater workers.
Kimmy was a blast.
Yeah, no, it's written by David S. Goyer, I believe, who's a very
Oh.
prominent
Oh,
screenwriter.
wow.
Oscar winning.
So yeah, and Zoe Kravitz, very unique, specific character in this movie. That she plays to a T, very, very well, and very satisfying, very taut, like pretty quick thriller. Also a good pandemic movie, I guess. If there ever is such a genre, it feels
The
very
pandemic exists in it.
yeah.
Okay.
But it's more on the fringes. But there's
He wasn't the one that directed the Anne Hathaway.
no, that was Doug Liman.
Twitter
That was
legend.
Doug Liman. Okay, yeah.
I wanted to see
bad.
that.
That was bad. So
Wow.
bad.
I think it's off HBO Max. Actually,
I think it is. Oh no.
Was it a heist movie?
Semi heist.
How bad could it be?
The last 10 minutes for the heist, I think. The last 30 minutes for the heist. It was just so bad.
Was this Reservoir Dogs?
It was bad. It was just them yelling at each other in an apartment for like 2 hours.
Was this
So it sucks.
Malcolm and Marie?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Me too.
I still haven't seen that movie.
You haven't? I mean, it's okay.
It's fine. Watched it once.
It's just domestic dispute.
It's a lot of yelling.
Okay.
I
have the Fablemans. I'm fine.
Yeah, you're good. But yeah, I think it goes back to Wakanda Forever, and we've talked about that. So
Wonderful. That was our last episode.
yeah,
I hope we talk about that movie because I keep talking about that movie. But good stuff.
Catch us next time for Ant-Man and the Lost Quantumania. When's the next Disney Plus Marvel show even?
Is the next one Secret Invasion?
I think it is, yeah. Spring?
Isn't that like this month?
No, it's like spring. Phase 4 is done this year.
Oh, right.
Phase 5 kicking off with Ant-Man.
I still haven't seen Holiday Special.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Was that the start
Yeah.
of Phase 5?
Shit.
I guess.
Okay.
You'll
Nice.
see. I don't know
I didn't need to see that. Proper review.
the lore implications, Nathan.
Yes, well, apparently that I heard that's where they get this new ship that's in the trailer.
Yeah. Well, no, it just shows up. It doesn't really.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, I have no idea what we're talking
I
about.
like the Milano better.
I think they hadn't had the Milano since 2. They had the Venator and Infinity War.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
The lore, my rot brain. That being said, ladies, gentlemen of the jury,
We have
that's
jury
our
duty?
comment. I did once. That's why I bought pants in Florida. Now I live in pants. I miss my shorts.
Soon, Nathan. Soon.
Were you
Soon.
wearing shorts in Chicago? Was that you?
Yeah, that
I was because motherfucker, it's mid-April. Why is it snowing? Our climate is fucked.
Yeah.
Which brings us to today's sponsor. Okay. All right. That being said, Evan, where can they find you?
Our sponsor, Climate Change.
Use code Harris to get 20% off your kid's future of
Please sponsor
annihilation.
somebody. Universal. We shot you out this episode. Universal sponsor.
Raid Shadow Legends, please.
Raid Shadow. I'll
Legends.
take it.
Hell yes. NordVPN.
Let's go. I have it off here right now.
This plate, that would look cool.
Oh yeah. Follow me on Twitter at HarrisEv9. What am I doing? Anime is still so much fun. Blue Lock is great.
Holy My Hero episode yesterday.
My Hero.
Oh my god.
Um,
Blue Lock also
Blue
amazing.
Lock was great. Spy Family is hilarious this week. Chainsaw Man still left me in tears.
Oh my-
One of the best anime episodes I've seen, but one of the best episodes of TV in general was
So good.
Chainsaw Man episode 8. In episode 9, I haven't reread the manga. I'm like, oh, episode 9 is going to be peak.
I'm scared.
9, 10, 11, and 12 are going to be great. Now that I know where I think Chainsaw Man is going to end this first season, I'm like, okay, I see where we're going.
It ends with 12, right?
12.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think they confirmed 24. Maybe next year. But the studio has a lot to do. But anyways, I'm reading Star Wars Convergence. I'm nearing the very end of that book. I think I have like 80 to 100 pages left of Star Wars Convergence. Pretty solid so far. Pretty solid. Not my favorite book, but I'm enjoying the characters. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, on Tuesday, let me ask you guys. I could either see Violent Night or Stranger World. What should I see on Tuesday?
Fuck.
I would see Violent Night just for shits and giggles.
Violent Night.
But support the indie cinema of Disney.
Support this.
They're fine.
No, yeah, they're fine. it is a bummer that they're Strange
Bombed so
World. It's
badly.
animation, you know.
And is Jake Gyllenhaal involved too? Gosh, what Jake Gyllenhaal. Tragic.
Jake Gyllenhaal didn't do shit. He went in there for 2 days,
Wow.
went blah blah blah, and that.
Hey,
was
he
it.
delivered. He delivered an Avengers level threat. All right.
Yeah, exactly. He's already on the payroll.
Yeah.
But I mean, I really want to watch Violent Night. That looks fun.
It does.
Yeah, the trailer looks really
So
it's funny.
I might sneak in and watch Violent Night. We'll see. But yeah, that's me. Harris EV9.
Carson, who do you want to sponsor?
Oh wait, go back to me. Go back to me.
Oh,
Sorry. I want to continue my. I saw Willow this week. Willow was so much fun. Again, the acting and dialogue isn't the best, but I like the themes and I like what the characters are. Like the character dynamics are very fun.
Wasn't the original not too dissimilar?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because I'm watching it, Nathan. I'm like, you're right. The original was very cheesy, but I think as we were
but like
doing the
earnest
commentary,
also. I feel like
it was very earnest and cheesy, but it kind of worked because it was in the 80s or whatever it came out. This one's like 2022, so I'm expecting something a little bit like tighter in terms of dialogue, but it still feels very hokey at times. Like there's some certain like romantic YA stuff. Like we're doing this right now. Like what's happening? Like why are we talking about this right now? It's very awkward at times, but I do like certain characters and I do like certain relationships, and the effects are very good. So it's one of those shows where I can't wait to watch it every week, but it's just not like it's not Andor.
Are they comping in the really small people better?
Yeah. I don't know. Those
maybe they haven't got to that yet.
they haven't gotten to that part yet. I thought you meant like.
Isn't there 2 episodes out? I don't know. I gotta watch.
Yeah, first two episodes.
And there's 6, 8.
Sure, I have no idea.
Okay.
Maybe 8.
How did that heartbreak hack end up at the fucking premiere? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna clip that for Josh specifically.
There you go. Carson, who do you want to sponsor?
John Krasinski's Some Good News that he sold.
What a deep cut. What was that? He sold the same year?
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways, at the Film Carson on Twitter. I don't know. I'm just so busy until the Christmas break, but yeah, trying to watch more movies, and we'll definitely be seeing Avatar: The Way of Water opening night, so that kind of kicks off my break. I am so excited to see that.
IMAX 3D?
IMAX 3D, yep. Then Babylon comes out on Christmas, and also I just have a fat 2022 catch-up list of stuff that I need to get to, as a lot of it hits either streaming or digital. Or I need to see Woman King, I need to see Tar,
Great movie.
I need to see Decision to Leave, I need to see Pinocchio when it comes out finally. I need to see... I want to see The Menu. There's a lot.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but like I really want to catch up on my 2022 missed movies as well. But once it turns to 2023, like I lose.
It's so hard.
I lose drive. I'm like, why don't I go back?
But January is a dry month usually. So
usually, yeah. So we'll see. But yeah,
that's all I got though.
Nathan, where can we find you?
Right here, baby, on the channel. Also, here, please, this Twitter, please. I'm fucking begging you, please. Please, I'm chilling, please.
Watch us play Uno.
That's
Uno
saying I would love to
podcast
spell the
coming
rights.
soon.
What?
I don't know.
I said Uno.
Oh, Hey, about the Time Blazer podcast will be fun. I want to do a cast roundup.
After
Let's
show.
actually give you guys fucking material to know. But also, I'm trying to work on a new trailer. I will be more full swing of being able to put out this trailer once I'm done with my move, and I'm home for the holidays, and I go back to my life as a starving artist. That's how you do it. That's how I did it. That's how I made the rewrite of Skywalker in 2 weeks. I just fucking drank water and lost weight. But yeah, man, it's fun. I'm excited. Again, teasing 2 new characters that'll be debuting in the trailer. I just drew up one of them, and god damn it, they look great. Very excited. So that being said, guys, if you enjoyed our podcast, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe now, already, ring that bell, so you always get notified when one day we might get that sponsor. And that being said, hope you have a great day. Catch you guys next time.